fundamentally sound, not overly aggressive, a little bit more blitz on third down, but those guys, they know what they do it well, so it'll be a good challenge for us.
Okay, so Baron Morton, how do you attack the Wildcats?
They're playing defense fundamentally sound. They're flying around the ball. They found their identity on defense with the 4-down front. So, we got to come out, start fast. We got to establish the run game. If we can get the run game going, they're going to put more guys in the box, and it's going to create one-on-one matchups.
Okay, so you got to establish the run. That's pretty much the standard week in and week out. But if you're on that offensive line, and you know that already, sure is exciting to know number 2's back there, right, Sheridan Wilson?
I mean, it's awesome having the QB1 back. Obviously, I think Will did a good job while he was gone. Also, Mitch, I think we're in great hands in the future. But, obviously having the QB1 back is amazing,
All right, going up against Ryan Davis, Cody Stufflebean, Damian Ilalio, Chidi Obayizor, Austin Romaine, the linebackers, along with Des Purnell, the outside corners, Zayshawn Rich and Donovan McIntosh, Quay Moss, Gunnar Maldonado, and VJ Payne, their top safety, the guys to listen for on that defensive unit. Let's flip the chart. Sheil Wood, what do you expect your defense will face with this KSU offense?
They're outfit that wants to run the football. They'll run it downhill with gap schemes and zone schemes in the tackle box. They'll try to get the ball on the perimeter with sweeps and pulling linemen. The quarterback can run. They'll run him some with some designed quarterback run. Do a nice job from a formation standpoint. They'll play with multiple tight ends. They've got a really good receiver on the perimeter. The quarterback is the guy for him. He can extend plays. He can throw the ball down the field. He can scramble. So it'll be a challenging game trying to contain him. And right now they're on a roll. They've scored 34, 41, and 42 points in the last 4 games, and they're playing really well.
Well, that quarterback is Avery Johnson. You remember him from a couple years ago. 5 touchdown runs against the Red Raiders in the second half, although a different quarterback style now. Here's Cole Wisniewski on Avery Johnson.
His style of play is going to look different than a lot of the guys we've played because of the way he reads. Athletically, you can just put he's a phenomenal athlete and can spin the ball. So obviously he fits right in there with Daniels and Ace Levitt. So, but the way that their offense works, his style of play is different because of the offense he's in for sure.
So Romello Height, how do you stop him?
Going up against a guy like Avery Johnson, man, it's going to be critical to have great pass rush lanes and to collapse the pocket because he can move around and stretch a 2 to 3 second play out to 8 second play because his ability to move around. So it's going to be super critical to collapse the pocket when playing against a guy like Avery Johnson.
Well, Romello Height, Lee Hunter, A.J. Holmes, and David Bailey are the guys that'll do that. Ben Roberts, Jacob Rodriguez, your linebackers. Dante Balfour, Bryce Pollock, your corners. Cole Wisniewski, Brendan Jordan, and John Curry rounded out for the Red Raider defense against an offense with John Pastore, Taylor Potier, Sam Hecht, Devin Voss, and Andrew Langang across the front. Very experienced offensive line with the tight end Garrett Oakley, their receiving tight end Will Swanson, their blocking tight end. Their top receiver is Jace Brown out of Fort Walton Beach, Florida. Jerron Bradley, remember him from Texas Tech? Yep, same guy. He's the senior transfer out of DeSoto out there on one receiver spot, along with Jaron Tubbs as well. And then at running back, Joe Jackson in for the injured Edwards, and Avery Johnson, your starting quarterback. That is it for the Red Raiders and the Wildcats on their offensive and defensive units. Stay tuned as the United Supermarkets Tailgate Show continues when we return with the Brahms Fresh Takes, Keys to the Games. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
It's exciting to see a Red Raiders touchdown on game day. Just like a successful crop year is exciting to you on your farming operation. Let Wiley Implement and Spray Center, your Case IH dealer, be a partner in your success with our full line of Case IH tractors, sprayers, and equipment. Wiley has 13 locations across Texas and Oklahoma. Go to WileySprayers.com for the location nearest you.
I'm Scott Wiley. We'll try hard to earn your business, but even harder to keep it. That's it. That's all.
College football fans, Chris Fowler here with the play call. This season, go for Dos with ice-cold, refreshing Dos Equis. It's more than a single play. It's a mindset. Think of it as a 2-point conversion for real life. Taking the risk, making the bold move. Whenever we get the chance to go big, we take it. on the field and off. Always go for Dos with Dos Equis. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis Lager Especial Beer. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
The Scarlet and Black play here.
It's a foot race. He's going to win it because he's a trackster.
This is Texas Tech football from Learfield.
For over 40 years, Community National Bank has deployed state-of-the-art technology with the all-important personal touch our customers value. As a proud Texas Tech corporate partner, Community National Bank is proud to serve the Lubbock community and give you the quality service you deserve. For all your personal or commercial banking needs, contact us today at 806-509-5920 or visit us online at cnbtx.bank. Community National Bank. We bank on relationships. Member FDIC.
Hey Red Raiders, it's game day. This is attorney Davis Smith with the Gorilla Law Firm. If you or a loved one have been injured in an accident, call us. We've been at the same location for 20 years and handled thousands of personal injury claims. We've also recovered millions of dollars for our clients. We're a proud sponsor of Texas Tech. Find us at GorillaLawFirm.com. Make the right play. If you've been injured, get the Gorilla. Go Red Raiders!
Hey, honey, how'd you sleep last night?
Oh, terrible again. My CPAP mask is just so uncomfortable. It never fits right. I'm constantly waking up to adjust it.
My friend at work told me there's this new company, BritCare Home Medical, that specializes in all things CPAP. I think we should check them out sometime.
Sometime? I'm going to drive there right now.
Visit a BritCare location in Amarillo, Waco, or at our new address on 50th Street in Lubbock or online at BritCareHomeMedical.com.
The West Texas Land Guys proudly present Sedona, a premier South Lubbock neighborhood at 146th and Quaker, with thoughtfully designed homes, convenient access to restaurants, schools like Lubbock Cooper Liberty High School, and all your daily essentials. Sedona is quickly becoming one of Lubbock's most desirable communities. As the future site of the 2026 Parade of Homes, it's a can't-miss opportunity. Close on any lot or home in Phase 3 before the end of the year and receive a complimentary social membership to Red Feather Golf and Social Club just across the street. Visit WestTexasLandGuys.com to explore available lots today.
Well, as you can hear, it's Harley Day here at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. I counted them, 90 Harleys circling the field pregame here. I think it's every Harley west of Kansas City.
Tri-County region has all of the Harleys right here for sure.
Well, we're going to try. Hopefully you'll be able to hear our Brahms Fresh Takes keys to the game. John, get started.
I'm coughing from all of the fumes out there, but that Red Raider defensive front of Bailey, Hunter, Holmes, and Hyde has 27.5 tackles behind the line of scrimmage this season. Red Raiders top 10 in the country in sacks of quarterbacks. Romello Height there on the edge says the Red Raiders have to control the line of scrimmage defensively.
Play together, play fast, play violent, control the line of scrimmage, and we'll have a great game.
All right, if we can hear you. Chris, how about you?
I think you guys are talking to me. I feel like I've just sat through a 3-hour rock concert. All right, so why has Texas Tech done so poorly against Kansas State over the last 15 years? Well, typically Kansas State blocks and tackles better than you. They keep it simple. Cole Wisniewski's saying, hey, I can only control one part of that. We must tackle well today.
The running backs do a great job of hitting the gap when you're not even seeing it. So being able to tackle and knock plays down is going to be the most critical thing we can do this week for sure.
Well, maybe the most critical thing this week in this game is Baron Morton's back.
They do a good job of playing defense. They're fundamentally sound. They're where they need to be, but we got so many playmakers on the field. We just got to distribute the ball and make plays.
And I think my key to the game is keep that playmaker on the field throughout this game.
Yes.
Hungry? Head to Brahms after the game for a bacon cheeseburger and milkshake made with Brahms A2 fresh milk. Brahms, farm fresh for over 50 years. All right, that's it for the United Supermarkets Tailgate Show. We'll be back to kick it off after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Whether you're a homeowner creating your dream space or a pro managing multiple projects, discover a new way to shop at Ferguson Home, where great ideas become stunning spaces. Visit FergusonHome.com to explore the best selection of bath, kitchen, and lighting products. Or book an appointment at one of our showrooms where you can experience products firsthand and get personalized expert support every step of the way. Bring your vision to Ferguson Home, where it all comes together. Shop top brands like Signature Hardware or find your local showroom at fergusonhome.com.
Red Raider Nation, Rayburn Rentals is ready to help you with all of your equipment needs. Whether it's a small project or large-scale construction job, we have all the equipment you need to get the job done. Rayburn Rentals has been serving the Texas Panhandle for over 40 years, and we look forward to serving Lubbock and the surrounding area for years to come. Call us today at 806-687-3444 or visit RayburnRentals.com. Rayburn Rentals, a proud partner of Texas Tech Athletics. Wreck 'em, Tech.
Across Raiderland and all throughout the great state of Texas.
It's time
for Red Raider football.
Choose to be mentally tough enough to be in this moment right now.
Oh, high snap over Smith. Ball is bouncing around in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Go out and fight your tails off for each other.
And he's caught in the backfield, fumbles the football, and the Red Raiders have it.
Saddle up and let's go to work.
His third touchdown of the first half.
For the double T.
Touchdown, Red Raiders.
First to the spot. That's what's in.
Red Raider football is on the air. Today's game is brought to you by Reliant Energy, proud partner of Texas Tech Athletics. Dos Equis, official import beer of the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Go for Dos. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. And by Tootin' Totem, the stop that keeps you going. Official convenience store partner of Texas Tech Athletics. Now with the call of the game, here's Chris Level, John Harris, and the voice of the Red Raiders, Brian Jensen.
And welcome to Bill Snyder Family Stadium in Manhattan, Kansas. Your 13th ranked Texas Tech Red Raiders coming in at 7-1, 4-1 against the Kansas State Wildcats, coming in at 4-4 for the season, having won their last two conference games in big fashion, however. In a game today that's going to be played at 48 degrees, the wind out of the northwest at 10, feels like 39. Coldest game of the season so far for the Red Raiders, but something that they've really been looking forward to, because they know now every game is a critical game to stay in the hunt for the Big 12 championship game. Red Raiders, with that one loss, can ill afford a second one, although today the score appears, at least in that game in Houston, to be going West Virginia's way in the final minute. They're up 45-35. That would give the Cougars a second loss. But you don't want to start counting those things. You want to pay attention to what you're doing, and that is trying to win another conference game here, getting one step closer with these 4 games remaining in this regular season. Now it's time for the coin toss presented by the West Texas Land Guys, one of the region's top developers with developments in Lubbock, San Angelo, and Abilene. Visit westtexaslandguys.com to see how we're developing the future Red Raiders with Morton, Wisniewski, Douglas, and Roberts as their captains. Payne, Stufflebean, Romaine, and Portier for Kansas State. Let's go down now to the field for the coin toss.
The team and will call the coin toss. The side with the Big 12 logo is heads. The side with the team logos is tails. Baron, what is your choice?
Tails.
Tails is the call. It is a head. Kansas State, you've won the toss. You want to defer, that means you want the ball.
Yeah, both teams were going to try to defer. Kansas State wins the toss. They will defer, so it's going to be Baron Morton's ball first, guys.
Well, Baron makes the call, and he will be the guy with the football first. At least we assume so, although last week it was Jacoby Williams that just took it all the way to the house. And
yeah, he didn't
have to even worry about any offense.
Did not get a chance to run offense on what you thought would have been the opening series. There are 4 teams in the Big 12 that have returned kickoffs for touchdowns this season, and 2 of them are in this game, Texas Tech and Kansas State.
Well, we blew past the 15 minutes to kickoff presented by Sync My Game. How would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com to find out how. So the Red Raiders with the number 1 ranked offense in the Big 12, number 4 in the country, will take the field first here against a defense, as mentioned a little bit ago, ranked number 10 in the Big 12, 73rd in the country, and they are a little bit better against the pass than the run. also give up quite a few points, almost 26 points a game.
Yeah, Kansas State to kick off will have that wind at their back. They don't kick the ball out of the end zone every time. It's about 64%, means that Jacoby Williams might have an opportunity here.
And, John, it is a final in Houston. West Virginia has defeated the Cougars 45-35. So Houston now, a team like Arizona State a week ago, that has its second loss in conference play.
And West Virginia is still on the Red Raiders' schedule, wins for the first time in Big 12 play.
That also now just leaves BYU, Cincinnati, and the Red Raiders with one loss, although BYU with none yet.
Yeah, right there at the top. Don't want number 2 for sure.
Kansas State will be kicking off from north to south here. That is left to right the way we look at it, and that is with the wind that we mentioned just a moment ago. Awaiting the kick, of course, Jacoby Williams on one side of the field. He'll be in the end zone, and Micah Hudson is on the other hash mark nearest to us.
Yeah, and Jacoby, by the way, has had only 3 opportunities to return kickoffs this season, but he's averaging 62 yards a return. Man, would like to see him have a chance.
This is a series we have mentioned in the pregame show has gone almost all Kansas State's way. They have won 12 of the last 13 in the series, 8 straight. Simon McClannon is awaiting the kick now. The referee has given him the okay, and here is his right foot sailing this one into the end zone on a line drive, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25 for Baron Morton and the Red Raiders. It'll be Morton's first game now in, well, a game and a half or so after he suffered that leg injury again a couple of weeks ago against Arizona State.
Needs 199 yards passing today to move into 5th place all time at Texas Tech.
They're going to start with an empty backfield as Jacoby Williams, who's the running back in the game, is split wide right along with Caleb Douglas. And then you've got 2 receivers split wide left, including Terrence Carter.
Man, a lot of room over the middle, but Barron really in his spot is not a running quarterback.
He signals Jacoby Williams back into the backfield, then throws it to him in the outlet on the right side, makes a couple of cuts, gets across the 30, lowers his shoulder to go out of bounds, and he will have it up to the 32-yard line. That's a pickup of 7 on 1st down.
Different look by the Red Raiders that time, starting with the empty backfield, giving the impression you're going to bring him back, but then getting him the ball outside.
Morton going to hand it this time on a delay to Williams. He's got a big hole, gets across the 35 to the 40-yard line, and a 1st down on Williams' first carry of the game.
Man, great blocking on that right side. Ponton and Carter just cave in the Wildcats.
Now they go with some quickness here. Handoff Williams again, finds a hole right side to midfield and almost breaks free, but gets tackled at the last moment by V.J. Payne as he got into Wildcat territory at the 43.
That's 17 yards, and it was Terrence Carter who led him around that right side.
Ready to go again. Morton, play action this time, has time. Throws it right side, and it's juggled and dropped by Aiken. Oh, man, that was dangerous. As he juggled it, it was almost into the hands of Payne. Instead, it goes incomplete. Will be 2nd down and 10.
Man, Coy, a guy that's been targeted 42 times coming into this ball game with 34 catches, over 80% receptions. That's just unusual for Aiken.
It was a perfect throw. Aiken just left his feet to catch it, didn't need to, and that kind of threw his timing off. So it's 2nd down and 10, and now Dickey in the backfield. Morton going to play action throw left side. It's caught by Virgil. Gets a block. Gets inside the 40 down to the 35.5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 36. That's an 8-yard pickup. It'll be 3rd down and 2. First 3rd down for the Red Raiders coming into the game, 50% on the season.
In that Oklahoma State game, the Red Raider quarterbacks of Hammond and Mitch Griffiths completed 6 passes on 3rd down. 3 of them went to Caleb Douglas.
Expect this to be 4-down territory if needed. Motion comes left to right. Aiken. Dickey in the shotgun. Oh, ball's going to be whistled dead. They're going to call a false start against the Red Raiders. So forget what I said about the 4 down territory. They get dropped back 5 yards. Now they're going to have to get some yardage for that to be the case.
In that Oklahoma State game, you were penalized 1 time. It's the 8th game in your history of just 1 penalty. But here on your opening drive on a 3rd down and short, you back yourself up 5 yards.
And that's what happens on the road in a noisy place like this. It is 3rd down and 7 now. Motion out of the backfield. Morton pumps, dumps it off, and it's intercepted. He tried to throw it in a screen, and it got intercepted instead by the linebacker, Austin Romaine. And he's dropped immediately, but that turnover obviously gives the ball away and back to the Wildcats.
And that's a guy playing with the big club on one of his hands. He just drops back. He sees what the Red Raiders are doing, trying to set up the screen. He drops right back into it and gets in the spot. It's your left tackle, Howard Sampson, that kind of came off of a block on Romaine. That allowed him to get to the ball and make the interception.
Well, and John, I'm looking down there. There was not a receiver in that group. It was all linemen. It was Aiken trying to come back from his slot position to get in the middle right there, but he couldn't get there. So when Morton threw it, it was nothing but linemen there. 1st down and 10 for the Wildcats with Avery Johnson in the backfield. Jackson is alongside him. And play action. Johnson going to step back, gets pressured, rolls to his right, wants to throw, does, upfield. It's intercepted by the Red Raiders. Picked off on the very first throw by Avery Johnson. It's Bryce Pollock that gets it back.
Pollock was a little further downfield than where that ball was being thrown, but he saw what Avery Johnson was doing, and he got off of his receiver, came back up the field, and swipes that pass.
That is only the 3rd interception of the entire season thrown by Avery Johnson. Tried to get it to his top receiver, Jace Brown.
And guys, it won't show up in the box score, but David Bailey's pressure forces Avery Johnson to have to step up and throw that ball on the run. He just threw it off his back foot into traffic, and Bryce Pollock winning.
Hey, don't forget to check out Behind the Mic by visiting the Texas Tech Athletics Facebook page to watch us live during the call of the broadcast. Hello. With 12:53 remaining in the first quarter, it is scoreless here in Manhattan. We'll be back after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Nobody roots for the home team like a Texan. And just like the Red Raiders show up strong for game day, Texas Mutual Insurance Company shows up for the businesses and communities that rely on us most. As the leading workers' compensation provider in the state, we wrote the playbook on keeping your team safe. From our exceptional service to our claims process, we leave it all on the field to help our policyholders build strong and thriving businesses. Learn more at texasmutual.com/Texans Get It. Texas Mutual. Texans get it.
All across the Lone Star State.
Touchdown, Red Raiders!
This is Texas Tech football from Learfield.
Ready to take your business to the next level? Look no further than Cactus Technology Solutions, your trusted partner in cutting-edge technology. And guess what? We've teamed up with Texas Tech, the leading educational institution, to bring you unparalleled expertise and innovation. Picture this: cutting-edge software, seamless networking solutions, and robust cybersecurity measures, all tailored to meet your business needs. So why wait? Let us revolutionize your business with the power of technology. Cactus Technology Solutions and Texas Tech Football, where innovation meets excellence.
It's not a good idea to toy with electricity. Leave that to the professionals. Powering Lubbock for over 3 decades, D&K Hunt Electric has the knowledge and experience to safely install and repair all electrical components. Whether for commercial, industrial, or residential projects, our certified electricians are here to serve you for all of your electrical needs and at an affordable price. Call D&K Hunt Electric at 806-866-9911 to learn more today. D&K Hunt Electric, a proud partner of Texas Tech Athletics.
Scanning the code now.
Hey, North Texas listeners, been riding a roller coaster that is the stock market of late? Have you heard about CD Ladders? Guaranteed long-term predictable growth while effectively balancing the need for liquidity. Contact NDBT to get your ladder started. That's NDBT, a Texas banking original, proud supporter of Tech football and founding partner of the Rawls College of Business Excellence and Banking Program member, FDIC.
And you can enter for a chance to win a game day experience for the November 8th Texas Tech and BYU game when you buy 8 or more gallons with the Fuel Forward app. Phillips 66 and Conoco are proud sponsors of Texas Tech football. Terms and conditions apply. See official rules for details at phillips66gas.com/TTU rules.
So, John, first offensive series for the Red Raiders that has ended with a turnover, but boy, what a great way to make that not really matter, because you get it right back and you're not very far back from where you were when the turnover happened.
Yeah, Pollock gets the interception. It's the 16th turnover the Red Raider defense has forced, and the good news, the offense has gone down and scored after 10 of those. Defense got the one by Rodriguez against Oklahoma State, but you've been really effective after taking the ball away.
1st and 10, handoff to Williams, right side, another hole there, and he gets to midfield, lowers his shoulders into Romaine, and gets to the 49-yard line in Kansas State territory. That's a 9-yard pickup by Jacoby Williams.
He's been very effective early in the game, for sure.
Hand it to him again. This time he stutter steps in the backfield as he was almost stopped there, but gets away from the rusher and ends up going forward enough to get the first down. They'll mark it at the 47.5-yard line. So first down, Texas Tech.
Baron Morton was completed a couple of passes in that opening drive, but the interception on the play that was going to be a screen over the middle. Here's the Wildcat.
Morton is out. He comes over to the left side, and it's a Wildcat to Williams, but they read it perfectly. He gets popped as soon as he tries to find a hole and is only going to gain about a half a yard. So Baron Morton went in motion out of the quarterback position to the left side. That left Williams back there to get the snap. Didn't quite work. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Boy, and Daniel Cobbs, a safety, stepped up in there and just smacked the Red Raider running back.
So Morton back in there at the shotgun. John Carlos Miller in motion right to left. And they'll stop with another flag and another false start against the Red Raiders. That's the second one already. And we've got 11:35 to go first quarter.
72.
Yeah, and it's Kansas State shifting their front, and it's causing Texas Tech to flinch. Also noticeable, hadn't seen Cam Dickey or Terrence Carter yet on offense.
No, Carter
started.
He played in that first series.
Yeah, I'd like to see him out here a little bit more.
I'd like to see him with the ball.
No doubt.
So it's going to be now 2nd down and 14. Williams remains in the backfield. Motion right to left is Aiken. Stops. Handoff Williams. Finds that right side again. Gets about 4. And it's going to be 3rd down 11 for the Red Raiders. Well, they've been successful so far as Williams waits just a little bit, gets patient in the backfield, and then finds the hole between Davion Carter and Jacob Ponton.
Caleb Douglas had 3 catches, 82 yards against Oklahoma State on 3rd down.
Carter's in there now, goes in motion left. Morton back to throw, getting pressured, going to throw it deep left side for Virgil, and he is incomplete. Where's the flag? The defender did not turn around and look at the ball. It was Donovan McIntosh, and he put his helmet into the chest of Virgil. He could not wait for the football. And that incompletion will cause a 4th down for the Red Raiders, and Burgess will come in to punt.
Man, and Baron Morton got driven to the turf after letting that ball go. They did bring the pressure, just could not connect on the receiving end.
Well, I get it that you can have that contact, but typically you have to be able to turn and look for the football, and he didn't. The punt by Burgess, line drive, bounces at the 5 and goes in. No, it stayed out until it was tapped, and then did go into the end zone, so it will come back to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for Kansas State. Red Raiders, after that 48-yard punt, will be back on defense now with 10:32 left in the first quarter and still scoreless here in Manhattan. Tech fans, tweet your comments and questions to @BroadcastBooth, and we'll read a few later in the broadcast. Back after these messages, this is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
At South Plains Implement, we know our farmers don't just work hard, they play hard too. And when it's game time in West Texas, we're right there with you, cheering on the Red Raiders. For generations, we've been your go-to team for all things agriculture and John Deere. Like a solid offensive line, we're built on trust, strength, and reliability. With 19 locations, we're always in your corner, whether you're in the field or in the stands. South Plains Implement, where farm meets family.
Red Raiders, are you ready for some serious convenience? Look no further than Toot and Totem. Grab your favorite fountain drinks and travel snacks or fresh foods like Red's Pizza and Mitch's Barbecue. Want it delivered? Enjoy the ease of pickup or delivery without any delay. Why wait when you can have it all now? Place your order today at tootandtotem.com. Whether it's a quick snack or a refreshing drink, we've got you covered with our drive-through window. Toot and Totem, the official convenience store partner of Texas Tech Athletics. Visit us today and experience the ultimate convenience with Toot and Totem.
Nobody roots for the home team like a Texan. And just like the Red Raiders show up strong for game day, Texas Mutual Insurance Company shows up for the businesses and communities that rely on us most. As the leading workers' compensation provider in the state, we wrote the playbook on keeping your team safe. From our exceptional service to our claims process, we leave it all on the field to help our policyholders build strong and thriving businesses. Learn more at texasmutual.com/TexansGetIt. Texas Mutual. Texans get it.
As the state's leading workers' comp provider, Texas Mutual is committed to building a brighter future for our communities. Learn more at texasmutual.com/community. Well, the Red Raiders do have 54 yards of offense. Most of that came on that first series. Unable to really get anything going on the second series, and both of those series included a false start penalty.
Yeah, a couple of penalties here on your first two possessions, not the way to get it started. Polak, his interception to give you the ball back before that punt, his fourth of the year.
Got a question in from one Cooper Jensen asking, is Tech using a silent count? Chris Level, what are you seeing down there on offense?
Don't think so yet, but they do have the same thing that they had in the last several road games. And again, it kind of stems from what they learned in Oregon. Mac Leftwich has got some knowledge of the staff there, and they basically borrowed the same thing that Oregon uses.
First down and 10 for Avery Johnson. Last time he was out there, threw an interception. Going to hand it off this time. Jackson tries right side. Forget it. Lee Hunter and A.J. Holmes all over him. And it's going to be a loss of about 2, maybe 3.
Good penetration on that side by your edge guy, David Bailey. That disrupted the play. Running back tried to get inside of him, but Hunter was there with help to get him down.
So it's going to be a second down and 13. Johnson, again, the Wildcat offense going from north to south, and where the sun is kind of off to the edge, right in their eyes. As Johnson goes back to throw, pressure was coming. He dumps it off to his tight end, makes the catch. Tackle missed. He's up to the 30, 35, near sideline. Finally tackled by Jordan. And it's going to be an explosive play for the Wildcats all the way up to the 45.
Man, that's the screen pass the Red Raiders were trying to set up. They just faked the block on David Bailey, and then the guy slides over the middle, and he's wide open.
Wisniewski had a shot at him at the 25, but missed the tackle. Empty backfield is now joined in the backfield, Jackson, and there's a false start by their offense. Andrew Langang
number 56
is the guy that jumped.
Offense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
They're going to move it back 5, and they don't have a lot of penalties usually as an offensive or defensive unit. This is one of those teams when Tech plays them that it almost gets frustrating that you seem to see things, but for some reason their execution is so tight and so good, and the officials year in and year out know it. It's hard to get a call against them. That one was very obvious, however. Johnson going to throw. It's caught at the 45-yard line, so they're going to get those yards back, and that was Jaron Bradley, the former Red Raider, who makes the catch. It's a pickup of 6, so it'll be second down and 9.
Made a nice grab as Avery threw it low and away, and he reached back to get that ball, but getting rid of it quickly because he knows that Red Raider pass rush can get on him in a hurry.
Jaron Bradley, the guy that was, of course, recruited by Matt Wells to Texas Tech. Wells, the offensive coordinator for the Wildcats. Motion right to left, and it's going to be a Johnson on a quarterback keeper, and he's going to get close to the first down, but not quite there, as they'll mark it at the the 46-yard line in Tech's end of the field. It'll be a yard short, 3rd and 1. Avery Johnson, you'll recall, 5 touchdowns on the ground against the Red Raiders 2 years ago. Is a little bit different quarterback, but still has those wheels and those locks, by the way.
Had 90 yards in that ball game.
Still has the flowing hair coming out of the helmet as well. 3rd down and 1. And Johnson going to take it himself. Has running room. Watch out. 30, 20. He's going to score. 10-5 touchdown, Avery Johnson. And there's his 6th rushing touchdown against the Red Raiders.
Yeah, that's 46 yards. You let the edge rusher come up the field on the near side. You had sent a man in motion to try to pull people that direction. And when you overrun him just that little bit, he's so quick. He gets off the edge, and it is a race that you're not going to catch up.
Leads the Wildcats in rushing touchdowns. That's his 6th of the season. And there was no chance once he cleared the defensive line. There was just nobody else in the way.
Yeah, you had Polak coming on a blitz off the edge because his receiver had gone in motion. And when you got him and Romello Height at the line of scrimmage, and he breaks through, there's no way you're going to get him.
Extra point by Luis Rodriguez is good, and Kansas State draws the first blood here. It is 7-0. Wildcats over the Red Raiders with 7:39 left to play first quarter. We'll be back after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
At Brahms, we have it all. Fresh and delicious cheeseburgers made with 100% pure beef patties, along with our signature crinkled cut fries. Plus, real hand-dipped ice cream, thick milkshakes, old-fashioned banana splits, and sundaes, all made with our farm-fresh milk. Whether Brahms is your stop for a burger and ice cream or your weekly trip for groceries from the fresh market, your neighborhood Brahms has you covered.
Texas Tech plays here.
The Red Raiders have won in overtime.
This is Texas Tech football from Learfield.
You never know where life will take you, and your health needs will change along the way. That's why we designed UMC Health and Wellness Hospital to be with you through your journey, combining high-tech innovation with compassionate providers, the most advanced imaging, access to affordable prescriptions, plus rehabilitation and medical fitness. UMC can get you healthy and keep you that way in one convenient location, because our passion is you. Visit umchealthsystem.com.
Since 1957, Buckner International has been right here in Lubbock, serving vulnerable children and families. Buckner provides foster care and adoption services, support for single mothers, resources for young adults aging out of foster care, and empowerment for families. Buckner is a Texas-based nonprofit with one mission: protect children, strengthen families, and transform generations. Visit buckner.org/Lubbock to see how you, your church, business, or group can shine hope with Buckner International.
Today's scoring drive summary is brought to you by Gene Messer Auto Group, proudly continuing 50 years of Lubbock tradition as part of Group 1 Automotive, your hometown dealer. And for Kansas State, the first scoring drive summary is 5 plays, 80 yards, 2:53 off the clock, and the 46-yard touchdown run by Avery Johnson makes it 7-0 Kansas State.
A couple of things are important about that. That's an explosive play on the run by the Kansas State quarterback. And you're 7-1 coming in. That's the first touchdown you have allowed in the first quarter this season.
Well, and you have only trailed now in 2 games. 1, the Arizona State loss. 2, right now.
Yep. And you've had chances. Both of your possessions in this ball game have moved the ball into Kansas State territory and then come to an end.
Red Raider offense going to need to establish something here. Unless, of course, Jacoby Williams can get his hand on the football with the kickoff. But once again, they are kicking it with the wind here from north to south. So you would expect that if returns are going to happen, it's going to be at the other end of the field. Never know. Simon McClannon is ready to try again as he puts his right foot into it. Another line drive kick, takes one bounce, and Williams fumbles it around, picks it up at the 6-yard line, following a blocker up to the 20, and he's going to get hit and dropped right there about the 22-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders there. That one, a low line drive, and when it bounced, Williams unable to get his hands on it cleanly, kind of delayed things and let the coverage get to him.
Man, that's the kind of play you like to start up in there and then raise up and throw it across the field to a receiver of your own waiting on the other sideline. Man, SMU did that to the Red Raiders years and years ago.
Yes, they did. I believe it was a man named Leach, wasn't it?
Yes, Bobby Leach.
First down and 10 from the 22. Dickey in the backfield with Morton, who signals to Terrence Carter to come in a bit from the right side. Blitz coming, Morton throws, and it's incomplete. Don't know exactly what he was throwing to, as Caleb Douglas was sprinting down the sideline, and he threw it as if he was going to stop and turn around back to the football.
And Terrence Carter, who had lined up on that same side, ran a down and in route, and the ball was in between both of them.
Incompletion makes it second down and 10. Douglas and Carter split wide right. Aiken and Virgil split to the left. Handoff, Dickey has a hole, gets hit at the linebacker spot, and then rolls over those two linebackers to about the 26. Pickup of 4. It's going to be third down and 6 for the Red Raiders.
Man, just that quickly.
Quick here.
Yeah.
As Morton's ready to go, slaps his hands. Play action. Has time, throws middle of the field. It is caught across the 35. First down for Caleb Douglas at the 36.
Man, that's your favorite guy on third down, and he comes through for you right there.
Beautiful throw by Morton. Shows his arm strength is back as he fired it right in there. On first and 10 now, handoff goes to Dickey. Trying to follow a block of Carter, but he doesn't make it. And so the tackle is made instead for a half-a-yard loss. And it looks like the guy that gets in there is Alcorn Crowder to make the tackle. It's going to be second down and 11.
Man, there's just no hesitating on the Kansas State defense. When they think run is happening, they are coming to the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun again, slaps his hands, does not get the snap this time. He's trying to draw him off, doesn't happen. Trips on the right side. Virgil on the left. And now Morton with the handoff to Dickey. There's a hole to the 40, spins out of a tackle and gets across the 40 to the 42-yard line. It's going to be third down now and 5. Morton looks over at the sideline to Mac Leftwich, trying to see what he wants.
Red Raiders
hearing it in his helmet as well.
Red Raiders just converted a third down on this drive, but on their other possessions, the interception by Baron Morton was on third down, and he threw incomplete on the second possession.
Aiken in motion right to left. Morton waits for him, now slaps his hands, back to throw. Has time in the pocket, throws another bullet, and it is caught by Douglas right at the first down marker. He gets shoved backwards after making the catch, but he does have the first down at the Red Raider 47-yard line. Boy, just another bullet thrown by Morton.
And again, he just sits down right where he's got to be, and Barron gets him the ball.
Well, the officials didn't move the chains, so they got to wait for him. Red Raiders were ready to go, wanting to go with tempo. And Morton comes up to the line of scrimmage, tells the offensive line something, now tells Terrence Carter, and he's back in the shotgun ready to go. On first and 10, hands it off to Dickey. Helmet goes flying, and Dickey goes down, and it was not his helmet. It was Terrence Carter who was trying to block for him's helmet, and he only gets a yard after Carter got shoved away. Dickey with 1, it'll be second and 9.
Again, Kansas State just selling out. Red Raiders have a play, a flea flicker play, but man, as fast as Kansas State's coming up on the run.
Morton's 4 of 8, and he hands it to Dickey again. Dickey going to keep trying to churn, but Des Purnell grabs him from his hips and pulls him backwards. He did get across midfield and got the football to the 48-yard line. But that's still 5 yards short of the first down.
And here you are, third down. And after Barron handed off that ball, he continued on running around the right side. Might be something to see later in the ball game.
Red Raiders are 2 of 4 on third down conversions. You've got Aiken and Douglas to the right, Virgil to the left. 2 tight ends. No, one of them is to the right. That's John Carlos Miller. Motion Aiken left. Handoff Dickey tries to go left, and they were not going to let him. The edge rusher that time, Obi Izor, was right there to wrap him up. 3 yards short of the first down. Red Raider offense still out there.
I don't know if you want to give up the ball at midfield, but man, you got to be confident here.
You're going to try to draw him first, I would imagine. Red Raiders just 44% on fourth down conversions. That's 13th in the conference. And Morton with Dickey. They're going to go for it. Morton back to throw. Rolls to his right into pressure, and he's sacked. And they're going to get the football well into Red Raider territory back at the 36-yard line. That was a disaster. Morton rolled right into the on-rushing defender.
Man just kept trying to drift back, but there is a flag over here near the Kansas State bench.
Sideline warning against the Kansas State bench. There is no penalty yardage associated with this warning.
Uso Suomalo is the guy that made the rush and the sack. That's his first sack of the season.
Yeah, not considered a guy that's a great pass rusher, but Barron just kept drifting back and kind of ran his way right into the tackle. It's a 15-yard loss on 4th down.
And that'll bring Avery Johnson and the offense out at the Tech 39-yard line, leading 7-0 with 3:21 left in the first. And Jackson in the backfield alongside. Play action. Johnson gets hit as he's thrown. Oh, man, popped by A.J. Holmes. He didn't see him coming. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Man, you talk about quarterbacks who can feel the pressure, but the only pressure Avery Johnson felt there is when he was driven to the turf. Man, did not see Holmes.
And that's an inside guy that got back there that fast. It'll be 2nd down and 10. And for Avery Johnson, 2 of 4, just 34 yards. But remember, he had the big run. 46 yards for the touchdown, back to throw. Pressure collapsing as he throws it middle of the field, and it's incomplete. Had it in the hands of Jace Brown, his top receiver, but he juggled it and then dropped it. It'll be 3rd and 10. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield. Third down and 10. They're just 38% for the season. The Wildcats. Johnson from the shotgun. 3rd and 10 from the Tech 39. Back to throw. Going to throw it deep down the right side for Brown, and it's incomplete. He dove for it at the 10-yard line, but it was out in front of him. And good coverage by Brendan Jordan over there to make sure that Brown didn't get free.
Looked for him on back-to-back plays. The drop earlier, his 5th of the year, and really no chance there. And now Kansas State's offense is in no man's land.
And Chris Kleinman talking about, well, as the play caller, I think they are in no man's land. Punt it, may not net much yardage. Might as well just go for it.
Yep.
Okay,
at the Tech 39.
Here's a decision. Or try to draw them off size, something like that.
Well, looks like they're letting the play clock go right now.
Yeah, going to call timeout.
Yep, they have done that.
Kansas State takes their first charge timeout of the half.
So they'll come over and talk about it. Yeah, they do have the wind at their back, and their field goal kicker has nailed a 51-yarder. So you kind of wonder, they need 10 yards on 4th down. So as that decision comes to the sideline, we'll stay right here and talk about things like Red Raider fans. Look for the Luck Happens contest for your chance to win fun prizes all season long. The Texas Lottery proudly supports Texas education and veterans. Scratch them and wreck them.
And experience link-style golf in superb playing conditions at the Rawls Golf Course at Texas Tech. The Rawls course is open to the public. You can book a tee time by calling 806-742-4653 or online at therawlscourse.com. Be treated as a member for the day and receive a Troon golf experience.
Well, this is a big play early in this game, because if they do go for it and the Red Raiders can keep them from getting a first down and get the football back over here, then you have just really helped your offense out considerably, considering what appeared to be such a disastrous play on the Red Raiders' 4th down.
Well, Baron Morton already intercepted here in the opening period, and then taking that sack on 4th down for a 15-yard loss. It's the first sack the Red Raiders have allowed on a 4th down play all season long. Yeah, huge if the defense can bail them out here.
Well, and on the flip side, if they can't, now you're going to be in a big hole. I mean, if you allow them to get any more points on the board right here in the first quarter and go down 2 scores, you're chasing the rest of the game. And we've seen that before. Obviously, the Arizona State game they chased and then finally caught up in the 4th quarter. But, you don't want to get into a situation of that kind of a game here with Kansas State being as red hot as they've been over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, and a team that traditionally has been able to control the ball and the clock. I mean, you'd get yourself in a mess. The only thing here is you've seen Kansas State's punter and deep snapper have been warming up during this timeout. So perhaps they're going to try to punch one into the corner and get the Red Raiders in a hole.
And Harris, you mentioned that about, a limited possession game. Typically when you come up here, one thing Kansas State has not done is traditional run game very well. It's all been misdirection and some of the QB run game based off some jet sweep fakes and things like that. So, but when they hand it off to Joe Jackson, no luck.
Yeah, it is one of those things where Red Raiders didn't really expect Avery Johnson to do as much quarterback running on design plays as he's done in the past, but obviously that's what's worked for him so far.
And it looks like the offense will stay out there unless Avery Johnson can punt. They're going to be doing something here.
Yeah, maybe a quick kick.
I got a feeling they're going to go for it here. And they're going to either
try to draw a penalty.
Well, I would think that they would go back, try to get him on some type of a scramble, see if they can get some open lanes and let him run.
Or just throw it deep and hopes the ref will help you out.
Yeah, one of those two, but they're going to go with an empty backfield. And typically when you spread the field like this, you are looking for a running lane as well. He's got 2 tight ends in. And Johnson from the shotgun looks over to the sideline to make sure that that's what they still want to do, whatever they called on the sideline. Red Raiders have. Oh, they look like they're going to come with the blitz. And Johnson with the long count, and here he comes, and the blitz is coming. They throw behind it, incomplete. Tried to get it to his tight end over on the right side, Garrett Oakley. Had it in his hands, but he had to lean the wrong direction to try to get it, and his body just couldn't quite allow his hands to get there in time.
Well, the reason the guy that was coming on the blitz was Romello Height, your edge rusher, who was lined up as a middle linebacker. And when he came on the blitz, there was nobody to block him. Straight path to Avery Johnson. He's getting rid of that ball as quickly as he can in a path that he can get rid of the ball, and it was behind his tight end.
Okay, so the Red Raider offense feels like it's got a little bit of, they kind of got helped out there, certainly by the Red Raider defense. 3:03 left to play first quarter. Tech down 7-0, but now the offense with a chance to try to make it even here. And Morton with Williams back in the backfield with him. Aiken motion left to right. Williams with the handoff, trying to follow that blocking, but there's not much there for him as he lowers his shoulders into the line, and he'll get to the 41. 2-yard pickup. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
Well, the Red Raiders were convinced they needed to establish the run early in the ball game. They did on the opening possession, but not as effective since.
Play action by Morton, and whistles coming. Going to have another penalty.
Oh, this might be, it's a possibility that Kansas State was offside.
Encroachment.
Yep. Yeah.
Offense. Number 1 was in the neutral zone at the snap. It's a 5-yard penalty.
3 penalties already.
So Tech was offside.
3 pre-penalties already. And that is a killer on offense when you're trying to get drives going. It's something that on the road, especially, McGuire and the other coaches harp on. You got to be tight. Morton going to throw left side to Williams, trying to get a block over there, and does not get it from Aiken. And it's going to be a loss of a yard back to the 34-yard line, and the Red Raider offense going the wrong way again.
Man, Aiken knew that he didn't get the block. I mean, he was just kind of stomping around after that play, but any of those wide plays like that, the receiver there has got to get a block or the play gets blown up, and that one did get blown up.
Yeah, it was Daniel Cobbs, the junior out of Fort Worth, that got around him. Empty backfield on 3rd down and 15. Morton straight back, has plenty of time, throws right side, caught by Virgil, but he's hit immediately, and that is not going to be anywhere close to the 1st down as he was crossing at the 40-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 10, and the punting unit comes back out, and Virgil goes to the sideline limping. He got popped hard on the hip.
Yeah, I mean, that's a thigh or hip type thing. Yeah, he got smacked.
So Burgess comes out again at his 25-yard line this time. And awaiting is Sterling Lockhart, going to call a fair catch. It was a line drive, not a great kick. He's going to get it at the 22-yard line, where Kansas State will have it with the 7-0 lead. 39 yards is all on that punt, again into that north wind, but didn't really get it up in the air either. It was just a short kick. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Red Raider offense just really having difficulties here. 76 total yards in this first quarter. 45 on the ground, 31 through the air, and 3 penalties for 15 yards, all pre-snap penalties.
And 4 possessions and nothing to show for it.
1st down and 10 from the 20. They moved it 1 yard, 23-yard line. Still going from north to south here, the Wildcats. And Johnson will hand it off to Jackson, trying left this time, and Rodriguez is right there to make the tackle. First time we've called his name today, as Jacob Rodriguez makes the tackle on Jackson after a gain of just about 1.5 yards. We'll call it 2, 2nd down and 8. As they mark it at the 25. Rodriguez, of course, coming in as the leading tackler, 72 for the season before that one. And Johnson now looking over again to the sideline as he's standing in the shotgun with 3 receivers right, the wide side of the field. Johnson fakes the handoff, takes it himself right side, and sprinting to the corner, gets around the corner and gets chased down from behind by Esters, but doesn't catch him until he's got 9 yards, and it's 3rd and 1.
Yeah, that's just speed of the quarterback. I mean, Esters played that well, but he's just not fast enough to keep up with Johnson.
Correction, he got 7, and that's 3rd and 1. They had a 2nd down and 8. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter of play. Red Raider offense is struggling after 1 quarter of play. It is 7-0 Kansas State over Texas Tech. We'll be back after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey Red Raiders, this is Coach Joey McGuire. Texas Tech isn't waiting around to see what happens in college athletics. We're stepping up, we're leading, we're building a championship roster to win at the highest level. The Red Raider Club fuels everything we do. It's how we recruit, how we compete, and how we win. If you believe in this team, this mission, and this university, get in the game. Go to RedRaiderClub.com and join today. Let's go.
Reliant is the home of free electricity weekends, in the same way Lubbock is the home of stuff that just makes sense. You know, like toe-tapping live music, Red Raider Pride, and how you can switch to the truly free weekends plan and get free electricity from 8 p.m. Friday to 12 a.m. Monday. Sign up for truly free weekends by calling 1-866-RELIANT or visit Reliant.com. Reliant, proud partner of Texas Tech Athletics.
Terms and conditions apply. Reliant PUCT number 10007.
At South Plains Implement, we know our farmers don't just work hard, they play hard too. And when it's game time in West Texas, we're right there with you, cheering on the Red Raiders. For generations, we've been your go-to team for all things agriculture and John Deere. Like a solid offensive line, we're built on trust, strength, and reliability. With 19 locations, we're always in your corner, whether you're in the field or in the stands. South Plains Implement, where farm meets family.
Choice Woodman, our producer engineer, the Texas Tech Sports Network crew with you from Bill Snyder Family Stadium in Manhattan, Kansas, where after 1 quarter of play, the Red Raiders trail Kansas State 7-0. And in the stat category, it's Kansas State with 94 total yards to the Red Raiders 76. And again, that's a Kansas State team that came in offensively 83rd in the country, 13th in the conference. They have been able to do kind of what they want to do with Avery Johnson so far, which, again, that's something Tech has certainly seen before. But in games this season, it looked like they were kind of getting away from that with Avery Johnson and having him become more of a pocket, or at least a, move around a little bit and throw it. Today, he's been pulling it down quite a bit.
Yeah, has the long touchdown run and a big play there a moment ago on the final play of the second period to get on the edge and get within 1 yard of that first down. He's a weapon for sure.
3 rushes, 61 yards already. That's 20.3 yards per carry. Of course, one of those was the 46-yard touchdown. That certainly pads the stats in that category, but this is up against a defensive team that's number 1 in the nation against the run, giving up just 68.1 yards per game. He's already almost there by himself.
Yeah, and that is not going to win this ball game for Texas Tech. You cannot allow him to do that. Your offense is ineffective at the moment. It's the defense that you're asking to come up and make a big play. They did an interception early, but you weren't able to do anything with it.
And there's been all kinds of theories. At the beginning of the season, he wasn't running much at all. Avery Johnson wasn't. And did they not want him to run it? Was the family involved? Hey, don't put him in harm's way. Were they electing, Kansas State-wise, not to put him in harm's way? Why are you not running him enough? But boy, as the season's gone along, it's been a bit more and more. And the stats, when he carries it 10 times, their win column is pretty good. When he carries it 13 or more, I don't know if they've lost a game. So got to get that stopped.
Well, and take a look at the Red Raider offense on the bench over there. The body language just isn't what you would expect it to be right about now. They're sitting over on the bench, just kind of, just kind of hanging around, not really huddling up or getting things, just seems a little odd. And Avery Johnson takes it himself on the quarterback draw and gets the first down at the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 there. Of course, it is the warm bench, so they, I get that on a chilly day here.
I mean, Johnson just covered up the ball there and just ran right into the middle of the line. He's convinced he can get a yard. It's not an overly big offensive line for K-State, all of them right around 300 pounds, but they are very athletic and can move well.
Yeah, the lightest offensive line the Red Raiders have faced this season. Pistol formation this time, and they're going to take it on a reverse, and here comes Brown. He gets the corner, gets some blocking, and gets across the 45-yard line to the 48. That's a first down, pickup of about 13. So Jace Brown that time on the ground. Again, they're just chewing up yards right now. He's also the guy that has a 21.2-yard average on the ground.
You bring him around and you bring that tight end Garrett Oakley to lead him around the edge. I mean, they've just got an answer for everything Tech is trying to do defensively, and they're turning it into big plays.
You got another little sugar huddle here. Watch out.
Yep, they run very quickly after huddling only about a yard away from the ball. And play action from Johnson, throwing right side, caught by Brown, but he fumbled it. And as he was hit, and the Red Raiders say they've got it, officials coming in to check it out. And they do. Red Raiders have it on the turnover. Jace Brown made the catch, and the ball was popped loose, and the Red Raiders got it.
John Curry, I think, is the last guy up off the pile there who may have had the ball. You had Brown just starting up the field on a vertical route. Meantime, a play fake inside. He stops and comes back to the ball, takes a step or so, and then has it knocked out of his hands.
Amir Boyd, the guy that dove in there and popped the ball loose. And Curry is the guy that is in that pile pulling it away.
And they're going to review it.
Oh, yeah.
And the question is did he make enough steps and football moves and all the terminology that he completed the catch? Because it happens pretty quick.
Timeout on the field. We'll take 1-2. 13:30 left in the first half. Red Raiders down 7-0, but should be getting the football back here. We'll be back after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you... Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Wow. Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service, guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
All across the Lone Star State.
Touchdown, Red Raiders!
This is Texas Tech football from Learfield.
There are a lot of banks in Lubbock, but not all banks are the same. Lubbock National is Texas family-owned, and that matters when you need fast decisions on a loan. We don't have outside shareholders, and your information stays private. We don't answer to Wall Street. We do answer to people on Slide, Indiana, and Quaker. We also answer the phone when you call because sometimes you need to talk to a human, not a machine. Lubbock National Bank. Awesome service. Some would say legendary since 1892. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Gene Messer Toyota, we show up for Lubbock just like we've done for over 50 years. As a longtime supporter of the Red Raiders and Lady Raiders, our roots run deep in this community. We're here to back each other both on the turf and in town. Rely on us as your West Texas volume dealer anytime you're looking for a new ride to get across campus, drive around town, or host a tailgate party. We're here for you, Lubbock. Gene Messer, proud sponsor of Texas Tech Sports.
Well, au contraire. According to Tuta Salam, after checking with Don Caprell, the replay official, they say that the catch was not official, meaning he didn't corral the football long enough when he was hit by Amir Boyd, and that is an incomplete pass. Kansas State retains possession.
Break for the Wildcats. I would say that ball was tucked away, and just as it was, Boyd reached in there and knocked it out. I think the Red Raiders got robbed of a turnover there.
Second down and 10 from the pistol. Johnson hands it off to Jackson going right, now cuts it back to the middle and gets wrapped up after he picks up a few. Crosses midfield. It's going to be third down and about 6 from the Tech 48-yard line.
I mean, he's taken a step. Boyd reached in there and knocked that ball out. I mean, the television has replayed it again. I would go with I just don't like that call at all.
Third down and 6 for the Wildcats. Just 1 of 5 so far on third down conversions.
Yeah, but there are
3 receivers left.
And they're in a spot where if they get close, they're likely to go for it again.
Johnson going to go straight back to throw this time. Looked left, didn't see anybody. Now he's going to have to roll out of the pocket. Hunter is chasing him. Going to keep running, coming to the sideline midfield. Tries to reach it out further, but the officials say he's out at the 45. That is 3 yards short of the first down. It'll be 4th down and 3 from the Tech 45-yard line, and they are bringing out their punting unit.
Well, you don't have quite the rush that you normally would have. Again, Romello Hyde drops into a spy position. It was Hunter who forced him out of the pocket, and man, what a chase by Ben Roberts over here on the near sideline.
Tech keeping their defensive unit out there, though, it looks like, most of them, instead of their normal punt return. So they're expecting some trickeration here, and they're waiting the punt, and it almost got blocked, but instead it is a punt that's caught on a fair catch by Aiken at the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders from there. Well, that's very unusual to see your defense stay out there. Everybody was in a stand-up position and then started to rush the punter from the edges.
Can't trust the Wildcats.
12:03 left first half. Red Raider offense needs to get something going. It's 7-0 Kansas State. We'll be back after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
When you think game day, think local first. Quarter 4 has been your local choice for over 75 years. From uniforms and footwear to equipment, we're proud to support the athletes in our area. And as corporate sponsors at Texas Tech Athletics, we continue to bring you the latest in Red Raider apparel, with brands like Sideline Provisions, Adidas, Travis Matthew, and more. Shop us today at quarter4.net. Quarter 4, new name, same folks.
Sonic brings fans the Sonic Smasher because you deserve a burger with 2 hand-smashed Angus beef patties, always made to order, served hot off the grill. Just like you deserve a veteran QB who's willing to mentor the rookie, a generational receiver who promises to never get traded, injured, or retire early, and a coach who respects your armchair play calling. every single play. While we can't give you everything you deserve, we can give you a free large drink when you order a Sonic Smasher through the Sonic app.
Tax not included. See app for details. Limited time offer at participating Sonic drive-ins.
Nobody roots for the home team like a Texan. And just like the Red Raiders show up strong for game day, Texas Mutual Insurance Company shows up for the businesses and communities that rely on us most. As the leading workers' compensation provider in the state, we wrote the playbook on keeping your team safe. From our exceptional service to our claims process, we leave it all on the field to help our policyholders build strong and thriving businesses. Learn more at texasmutual.com/Texans Get It. Texas Mutual. Texans get it.
Hey, if you're on the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country, download the free Varsity Network app, available on Apple and Android with new features this season. It's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now.
And listen to all things college sports, including live games and talk on Sirius XM College Sports Radio, Channel 84, and streaming on the Sirius XM app. Well, you know, the scores out of other games in the Big 12 so far, you had West Virginia beating Houston, Baylor over UCF, Arizona State, Iowa State. I don't know if that one was a final yet. It was close to being one. And Arizona State leading Iowa State in that one.
Arizona State 24-19, less than 2 minutes to play.
So if you think about all those scores and where everything, how that affects the standings right now, it pushes Houston down with 2 losses. But the Red Raiders don't need to worry about that. They need to worry about getting their offense on track on 1st and 10 from their own 10-yard line, trailing 7-0. And Baron Morton in the shotgun, 6 of 10 for just 33 yards and an interception. Signals his receiver Carter to go in motion. Play action, throws back that direction, and Douglas can't hang on to it. It was off of his left hand. Well covered there by Zayshawn Rich. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Rich, a guy they think they can throw on. Guy that's given up almost 400 yards in receptions coming into the ball game, but you're looking at 2nd and 10 from your own 10.
Dickey in the backfield, Carter in motion left to right, and Morton going to throw it right side, caught by Carter, makes a good move, gets upfield across the 15, almost to the 20-yard line, but not quite. It's going to be 3rd down and a half a yard for the Red Raiders, just short of the 20.
Ooh, and did Terrence Carter come up limping a little bit?
They're going to go quick. He can't get off the field. Dickey with the football gets around the defender who was at him in the backfield, and he gets the 1st down across the 25 to the 27. And yes, Carter is limping a little bit with that right leg. And he stays in the game, however. It is 1st and 10 from the 22. Play action, Morton looking right side. He's got Douglas. He's got the catch at the 34 on the near sideline, right in front of Rich. Steps out of bounds at the 35. It's going to be 2nd down and 2.
Red Raiders not subbing. That's why they're trying to go with tempo.
Yes, they are. And Morton's got it already. Play action again, waiting for. Flags everywhere. It's going to be almost intercepted. He threw it down the right sideline. He was waiting for Douglas to clear, but he was getting held.
Well, Rich just had him wrapped up completely and would not let him go. I mean, there are 2 flags thrown in that direction.
There's one on the other side, which unfortunately will probably go against Tech.
Unless that guy saw it too.
Yeah, you had 3 flags on the near side where it was very obvious Rich was wrapped up on Douglas. Whatever happened on that far side, though, looks like it happened right at the line of scrimmage, or near the line of scrimmage.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Holding, number 25, defense. Ineligible player downfield on the pass, number 79, offense. The penalty's offset, 2nd down.
So it'll stay where it is. It'll be 2nd down and 2 again. From the 35-yard line. Tech again now going from the north to south, so they've got the breeze behind them with 11-11 left in the first half.
I mean, Caleb Douglas just got absolutely mugged over here on the near side.
2nd and 2. Dickey still in the backfield. Aiken in motion right to left. Handoff Dickey. And he's going to go nowhere. In fact, he's going to go backwards as Romaine was right there to pop him. And it'll be a no gain, 3rd down and 2.
Trying to run on that left side, rather, behind Jados and Howard Sampson. and nothing doing.
Aiken checks out. Terrence Carter comes in. You got Douglas and Virgil on the left side together now. And Carter's going to join them in the H position on that side. John Carlos Miller, tight end on the right side with Dickey in the backfield. 3rd down and 2. Now Carter shifts over to the right side. Play action. Going to dump it off to Carter. He's got running room on the left side, 45 midfield. Into Wildcat territory to the 40, caught from behind and dropped at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Red Raiders from there.
That's a 30-yard play. You roll to your left a little bit. You've brought Carter over to that side. He's in the flat, and he takes off.
That ankle looked pretty good there.
Yeah, it did. 1st and 10. Dickey remains in the backfield, gets the handoff, and jukes his way, breaks out of the pile to the 25, tries to spin out of the tackle at the 20. He's down to the 19-yard line. Red Raiders have entered the Wiley Case IH Red Zone, based in Lubbock and serving you with 13 locations across Texas and Oklahoma. It's 1st and 10 at the 19.
Man, back-to-back explosive plays. First, the Baron Morton drop-off pass to Terrence Carter for 30, and now Cam Dickey, a 16-yard run.
Another one of those where it looks like he's held up in the pile, and all of a sudden he pops out of there.
Man, he's hard to get on the ground at 5'10", about 215 pounds.
Carter tightening up along with John Carlos Miller on the right side. Handoff goes to Dickey, hole in the middle, gets to the 15, down to the 11, and now he's trying to just hang on to the ball as they're trying to strip it from him. He's down to the 10-yard line as the pile all falls down there. It's going to be 2nd down and 1.
Man, Red Raiders offensive lineman got to get over and help in that scrum, push that thing forward.
2nd and 1. You've got a bunch of blockers on the left side. Dickey takes the handoff in that direction, and he's going to get to the 10 and not to the 9. A flag comes in late, and it's going to be an important call here.
Actually, I thought he had gotten across the 10-yard line.
Illegal hands to the face. Number 52, defense.
All right.
Half the distance to the goal. Automatic 1st down.
That's Ryan Davis, the sophomore out of Phoenix. That's going to put the football down at about the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal from there. Red Raiders down 7-0, 8:56 left in the first half. Offense has really been struggling since the opening drive. They were able to move it, but then had the turnover.
But this drive started back at the 10-yard line after a K-State punt.
2 tight ends right side. Dickey on the right side of Morton. Motion coming left to right. Now they'll pitch it to Dickey, trying to get outside, cannot. Gets driven to the ground by Romaine. Man, he's quick. That linebacker with the club on his hand. No gain, maybe even a loss of a half yard. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
He intercepted a pass earlier in the ballgame. He just gets in behind the Red Raider offensive line. You can't get him cut off. I think that was either Davion Carter, I believe, who missed him at the line of scrimmage, and he ran down the ball carrier from behind.
2nd down and goal from just outside the 5. Bunch of blockers right side again this time. Motion goes right to left. Douglas and Morton back to throw, getting pressured, getting sacked outside the 15. That thing just never had a chance. They came with the blitz, and Morton couldn't find anybody to throw to and just kept backpedaling. They're going to mark it down at the 15. It's going to be 3rd and goal from there.
That's the 2nd sack today. The first was for 15 yards. He loses 10 on that play.
Red Raiders just 4 of 8 on 3rd down conversions. 2 receivers right. Virgil left. Morton with a play change.
Man, you'd like to see Terrence Carter up the seam somehow.
And they're going to call a timeout. Kansas State calls it.
Kansas State takes their 2nd charge timeout of the
Yeah, you were trying to call it, but they gave it to Kansas State first. Chris Kleiman down here in the end zone trying to get it called.
Kind of interesting. It looked like Tech was a little bit off on their offensive call, and the play clock was winding down, and Kansas State may have helped them out a little bit there.
Well, Kleiman just a full sprint toward the end zone to get the timeout called.
So it's going to be 3rd down and goal still from the 15 as the 2 teams try to figure things out. Red Raiders certainly need to figure it out. They've gone backwards on offense after having a 1st and goal from the 5.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You had the ball there, and you try to run Cam Dickey for nothing, and then on 2nd down, your quarterback, Baron Morton, sacked for a 10-yard loss.
And 2 tickets to an upcoming home game.
Yeah, that's already the, 2nd sack?
Yes, it is.
Our contestant today is Carson from Wichita.
You came into the game just 11 sacks allowed on the season.
When you're ready.
Well below what has happened over the last few years for the Red Raider offense.
And you gave up a couple of sacks to Oklahoma State last Saturday. And here you've given up 2 in the first half of this ball game.
Oh, and one of them on a 4th down, and this one in the red zone. They're both just killers as far as the timing goes.
Yeah. Well, the positive note here is that the offense has found a rhythm to at least move the football down deep and into the red zone. So you just got to come away with points. You want a touchdown, but you got to get points just to kind of feel like you've, found something, and maybe get that defense out there to help you out again and have the ball before the half.
Well, it's the 5th possession of the ball game. Only one other game this season did you not score on your first 5 possessions, and I'll give you a guess because that one didn't turn out well.
Yeah, too much of this game is looking like a repeat of what you saw in Tempe, but hopefully if the Red Raiders can come up with something here to get it in the end zone, tie this thing, start over. We'll see what Mac Leftwich comes up with here.
And actually Cash Cleveland is playing left guard. Will Jados is out of the ball game, but it's Cleveland. It is there at left guard beside Howard Sampson and center Sheridan Wilson.
I'm thinking you're not going to get the sprint option here. 3rd down and goal from the 15. Dickey remains in the backfield. 2 receivers stacked on the left side, Douglas on the right. Morton from the shotgun. Has time, dumps it into the flat left side for Dickey. 2 guys waiting for him. He makes a move, and he's only going to get back to the 11-yard line. It's going to be 4th down. The Red Raiders are going to have to try to settle for the field goal here. And out will come Stone Harrington to try this one. Harrington 8 of 11 now for the season. He'll be just inside that left hash mark going into the south end. Again, has the breeze behind him, although the breeze has really died down considerably. It'll be a 29-yard try for Harrington. The hold by Burgess. Everything looks good, including the kick. It is good. 6:31 left to play first half. The Red Raiders are on the board. It is 7-3 Kansas State. But the Red Raider offense finally getting something done that it needed to do, which is try to keep this thing as tight as possible until you really get untracked, which is kind of what you were talking about. It's what happened against Arizona State. You got to stay as tight as you can. See if that offense can get untracked enough to take a lead here shortly, but at least you could put some on the board. Scoring drive summary brought to you by Gene Messer Auto Group, part of Group 1 Automotive, your hometown dealer. For the Red Raiders, that was a 12-play, 79-yard drive. Uses 5:32 off the clock, but settles for the 29-yard field goal from Stone Harrington. It is 7-3 Kansas State.
Man, inside the red zone, and not just inside the red zone, but at the 5-yard line with the 1st down and goal to go, and you wind up kicking the field goal. Arizona State, you were 5 for 5 in the red zone, but 3 of those scores were field goals.
Kick by Harrington is deep, and it goes out. And it's a good thing because you do have a very dangerous return team for Kansas State. They've got a kick return for a touchdown as well this year. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25 for Kansas State now, and your defense comes out having done a pretty nice job throughout this one, except for one play, the 46-yard touchdown run by Avery Johnson. Other than that, he is 2 for 8 for just 34 yards, throwing the ball with an interception. And nobody other than Johnson has really gotten untracked on the ground. It's 1st and 10 from the 25. And it's Johnson that takes it himself on the zone read, getting chased to the sideline and caught by Polak, well short of the sticks. He's going to be back at the 22, a loss of 3.
That was just a run the entire way, but they don't get it sealed up, and Polak gets across. He's unblocked, and Avery Johnson can't outrun him to the sideline.
2nd down, 13. 2 receivers go wide to the right side. Tight end is going to join on that side. That's Oakley, and now Brown in motion left to right. Everybody on the right side of this formation. And the Red Raider defense screaming as Brown goes in motion to the right side. Throw in the jailbreak, and the football's on the ground. Red Raiders have it. Red Raiders have it. This time the reception made as he's coming in the jailbreak, and then popped and losing the football once again. That's Brown again, Jace Brown.
Yeah, and Polak's the guy that jumped on the ball. They're just trying to spread you out and then bring that Brown back inside behind the offensive lineman and throw that screen pass.
And this time, I don't care whether they review it or not, he tucked it and took steps.
And guess who knocked it out? It's Jacob Rodriguez.
Of course. Well, he now has 6 forced fumbles for the season. Jacob Rodriguez. Wow, that is incredible. And your defense did exactly what it needed to do. Now your offense needs to put one in the end zone to get a lead.
They're going to review it, it appears.
Good, let them. Because there is no way this one gets turned around.
I guess they say it's good.
1st and 10, Red Raider offense back out there. Morton with Jacoby Williams now in the backfield. And Aiken motion left to right. Handoff Williams. Can't find much. He's going to get about a yard. And the Kansas State defense read that one. That was Ryan Davis making the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 9. The Red Raiders in the red zone, brought to you by the Wiley Implement and Spray Center, your Case IH dealer at the 18.
I mean, you've averaged more than 7 yards a play on 1st down throughout the season, but nothing there on what you really needed something.
Trips left. Morton going to throw it left side. And it's Virgil getting away from one defender, gets inside the 10 before he's wrapped up, and it's going to be 1st and goal again. Red Raiders this time from the 7. Boy, Virgil did that one pretty much on his own because it was supposed to be just that bubble screen out there, but there weren't any blocks. There were 2 defenders right there for him, and then the block by John Carlos Miller a little bit upfield.
Yeah, he limps off and Leighton Stone comes in.
Yeah, it was John Carlos Miller and Hoy Aiken with the blocks, but did you lose Virgil after an 11-yard gain?
Well, it looked like his hip was hurt earlier. Now we got motion from Morton, and the Wildcat by Williams looked like he was going to throw it, but takes it left side, breaks free of a defender down to the 1. Jacoby Williams took on Romaine at about the 4-yard line and just plowed through him. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 1.
Man, a nice block by Miller, but a fake pass.
Morton handoff Williams, and he can't find any lane this time. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 1.
Man,
Red Raiders have got to get it in the end zone here.
Just got wrapped up completely. I mean, never had a chance.
Yeah, and
here we go.
Virgil limping over there on that sideline with that left leg where he got hit in the hip earlier in the game.
Man, and Jacoby is out. DeAnthus Upshaw is in, but he's wearing 65. We're just going unbalanced offensive line.
You got both tight ends and an extra offensive line. You can't get any bigger.
And Morton in motion. It's going to be a Wildcat to Dickey. High snap. He takes it, and he's got it. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Cameron Dickey untouched into the end zone for the score, but there's a flag down.
Flag on the near side.
Oh, my God.
Caleb Douglas was the Red Raider receiver over here.
Offside, number 52.
All right, that's what we needed.
The penalty is declined.
Ryan Davis was offsides, and the touchdown is good for the Red Raiders. They've got the lead for the first time here in Manhattan.
And do you realize the irony there? You called that Wildcat. Where did that term emanate? I mean, isn't that crazy? Because that's what it's known as in all of football. It started right here.
All of football. Would rather call it a Wild Raider, but the coaches seem to call it a Wildcat. So, extra point try by Harrington. And it hits the upright, no good.
It was a bad snap, and the snap was off to the side. He caught it, put it down late, and you heard the doink.
Hit the left upright, no good. It's 9-7. Red Raiders, though, have the lead with 3:45 to go in the first half. And the scoring drive summary that time brought to you by Gene Messer Auto Group, part of Group 1 Automotive, your hometown dealer. For the Red Raiders was 5 plays, just 19 yards, 2 minutes off the clock, and the 1-yard touchdown run by Cameron Dickey, his 10th touchdown on the ground this season. And he leads the Red Raiders in that category.
And you follow, he follows the guys on the left side there where you're unbalanced, where Upshaw had come in along with Howard Sampson and Cash Cleveland. But, man, missing an extra point, I never like to see that. It's the second one the Red Raiders have missed this season.
Harrington better kick this one deep. He does not. It's short. Norenberg, nope, it's going to be Lockett that takes it on a fair catch at the goal line. Norenberg is the guy that has the touchdown on a 99-yard return, but he was on the near hash mark, and it was kicked to the end zone where Sterling Lockett called the fair catch. So it's 1st and 10 from the 25 for Kansas State. First time they've trailed in this game, and there's 3:45 left in the first half. Boy, get a 3 and out here and get the ball back to try to put another on the board.
Yeah,
because you get the ball to start the second half. Avery Johnson at quarterback. Jackson is the running back alongside 2 receivers right, 2 left. And Johnson straight back to throw. Pressure coming. He's stepping up into the pocket. He gets hit from behind and dropped. Nice job that time by Rigsby to see him slipping away and just kind of dives at him and pulls him down. It's only a pickup of 2, 2nd down and 8.
Red Raiders were bringing pressure off the right side of that K-State offensive front. And Johnson stepped up inside. It's a good sign when he can't find anybody to throw the ball to.
2nd down and 8. 3 receivers right side this time for Johnson, 1 left. And hand off to Jackson coming left. Nothing doing there. Great job by Wisniewski coming up from his safety spot. Knocks down the running back a yard short of the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 9. Wisniewski, a guy who knows the systems that the head coach Kleiman runs.
Yeah, North Dakota State.
Yep, North Dakota State.
And at some point, guys, they're going to take a deep shot to Jace Brown. It hadn't happened yet in this half, but we're going to get that at some point in this game.
Yeah, a guy that averages 16 yards per catch, but he's got a 75-yarder to his credit, 78-yarder to his credit, 4 touchdowns.
He should have 2 fumbles today to his credit, but 1 taken away.
Empty backfield, 4 receivers set for Johnson. On 3rd and 9, he's back to throw. And he's sacked. Oh, how quick was that? Oh, my gosh, David Bailey. He got back to Avery Johnson before Johnson barely got the football.
J.B. Nelson, wow. I think, was the tackle that time, or maybe the guard, but it doesn't matter. They just missed him. It was Lane Gang that couldn't get him blocked on that right side, and David Bailey has him on the ground.
Was that a missile
This
or
is the
what?
2-minute timeout.
That's a draft pick is what that is.
Man.
I mean, that was. And how did Avery Johnson hold on to the football?
Oh, my gosh. How did he get – even with a block, even if there had been no blocker there, you can't get back there that fast. Well, that's the Dos Equis 2-minute timeout. Go for Dos. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Red Raiders lead at 9-7 with 2 minutes left to play in the half. We'll be back after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
It's overused, abused, taken for granted. The word free. At First Basin, when we say free checking with instant issue debit card, we stand behind it. So if you're like me, and no one really is, it might be good to see if your bank is hiding the word fee in free. Time for a new bank? You're going to like coming in first. First Basin Credit Union. Experience superpower.
Member NCAA and Equal Housing Lender.
It's time for something new. Level up your ride with game-changing offers at Frontier and Spirit. Unlock big factory rebates, score massive manufacturer markdowns, and ace deep dealer discounts on brand new Dodges, Chryslers, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Plus, enjoy free car washes for a year when you buy. Upgrade your college experience. Shift into gear with your new Ram from Frontier on Spur 327 or Spirit on Avenue Q.
Cheer on Texas Tech and keep your game day attire fresh with America's #1 dry cleaner, Tide Cleaners. With multiple locations right here in Lubbock, Tide Cleaners provides expert care and quality dry cleaning and laundry service to ensure you look your best all season long. From jerseys to tailgate or camp gear, Tide Cleaners has you covered. Don't let stains slow you down. Download our Tide Cleaners app to get started.
David Bailey with his 11th and a half sack right there, and that was probably the most brilliant one I've seen so far, and we've seen some pretty good ones from him.
I mean, you can't turn away. He gets there so fast. Hey, as the state's leading workers' comp provider, Texas Mutual is committed to building a brighter future for our communities. Learn more at texasmutual.com/community.
Yeah, Matt Wells going to have to try to figure out something else on offense, because if David Bailey and Romello Height are coming at Avery Johnson like they are, well, it's going to be a long day back there. They're probably going to start running some more stuff straight ahead.
Well, or you're going to put a tight end over there to help block. I mean, you
doesn't
can't
seem to help either, though.
Well, it hasn't helped a lot of times, but here I hope we got something coming up here. I'll just say it now. There has not been a punt return for a touchdown in the Big 12 this season.
Simon McClannon is back to punt. He's standing at his 5, and Coy Aiken awaits at his 38. He will be kicking into the north breeze.
Aiken does have the most return yards of any punt returner in the Big 12 at 199.
Red Raiders might come after this one. Nope, they're going to back off. And now a line drive kick that Aiken's going to drop. Oh, no. He dropped it, and Kansas State was right there. But I'm not sure if they got it. Oh, nope. Aiken was able to get back on it. Whoa, man. He had that happen to him in pregame, too. I was watching his practice on punt catches.
Anytime you have to come up, but that's what he did at Arizona State, and it worked off the bounce. But right there, boy, just don't like seeing that. You got lucky.
Yeah, he didn't let it bounce. He tried to catch it on the run straight ahead after just a 34-yard line drive kick into the sun that he was looking to as well. The shadows are starting to come out onto the field here about that near hash mark, but all in the north end. The southern end is all sunny. And
which is where the Red Raiders are headed.
Yep, Dickey in the backfield with Morton, who's back to throw, does, left side, 2 guys right there, but he threads the needle and it's caught at the 48 in Kansas State territory by Carter. He's knocked down. It'll be second down and about 6. They officially marked it at the 49. Going to go with tempo again. And Morton. And delay handoff to Dickey, breaks 1 tackle, not the second one though, as he got down to the 46. They'll blow the whistle as the scrum begins. That'll be 3 yards short of the first down. So it's another third down facing the Red Raiders. They are 5 of 10 on third down conversions, and Leighton Stone remains in the game for Reggie Virgil. You got Douglas and Aiken on the near side, Stone on the far side. Morton now moving Aiken across the backfield. Handoff goes to Dickey again. Tries to go right side and fights his way to the 44-yard line. But that's still a yard short of the first down.
And it's 4th down.
Good solid hit by Daniel Cobbs was the guy that kept him from it. They're keeping the offense out there on 4th down and less than a yard.
You've already failed once on a 4th down play in this ball game.
And you're 103rd in the country on 4th down conversion tries.
And there are 30 seconds to go here before halftime. You're taking a long time.
Looks like you're letting the play clock go down. 12-10. Yep, they're going to call the timeout.
Texas Tech takes their first charge timeout of the half.
With 24 seconds left. You let so much time go off the clock, you got to believe they're going to just punt it, try to pin it. Because if you were going to go for it, wouldn't you have tried to, keep that time?
Oh, yeah.
Just let go away on the clock?
Absolutely.
But you never know.
And you may go for it here. And if you fail, you still don't leave Kansas State much time at all. But that was unusual. And you've got a special teams group kind of huddling there on the sideline.
Yeah, I think they're going to come out. And I think you're going to punt it and pin them.
Well.
Nope, the offense is coming out.
Well, you can not snap it, try to pull them offside.
Yeah, you could quick kick. Kansas State does only have one timeout left. You've got 2. And it's less than a yard. PA guy said 1 yard. It's less than a yard. 4th down. They're going to huddle up. Maybe they're going to break the huddle on a run and go snap it real quick. As the crowd on its feet, you can hear the noise. Here they do. Run up to the line of scrimmage.
And it's double Wildcat, basically.
Yep, you've got 2 running backs back there. And it's Jacoby Williams that gets the football, and he gets the first down as he's popped at the 42. Wow, he got clobbered, but had the first down when he got hit.
Texas Tech takes their second charge timeout of the half.
With 20 seconds to go.
Baron Morton came so far wide to the right in that formation, it was like he was running up here to the booth.
And guys, Reggie Virgil, after he limped off, he's been in the tent. He's kind of trying to run up and down the sideline, but he has not been in there on this offensive series. And watching him run around right now, and he's still got a pretty good limp going, trying to cut.
Gotta believe it's some type of a quad or something like that. Remember, he got hit up near the hip pretty hard on one of the catches he made, limped at that point, and then when he was down near the end zone down there, he got that catch, and I think it must be some type of a bruise just by the way he's walking around over there. But anyway, in the meantime, Leighton Stone is out there for him. Split wide left. You got 3 receivers left, including Terrence Carter and Aiken, with Douglas over here near side. 1st and 10 from the 42. Now motion Carter left to right. Morton play action. Stunt on the defensive line, going deep down the right sideline for Carter. Incomplete, as the defender over there, their best guy, VJ Payne, was right with Carter the whole way.
Yeah, that was number 7 on number 7. And Leighton Stone, the freshman far side out of Lubbock's Friendship High School, does have a couple of catches this season, and one of them for a touchdown.
14 seconds to go. Just keep throwing these deep ones like this, hoping you get a little help or a catch.
Although you've got a guy that's kicked a 50-plus yard field goal this year.
2nd down and 10, and you're with the breeze. Morton steps up in the pocket. He's going to run. Slide, will you? He does. At the 36-yard line. That won't stop the clock with 4 seconds to go. They're going to call their final timeout with 3 to go.
Texas Tech,
and they'll at least have a shot with the field goal try. As this one now won't be quite as long. It'll be about 54 or so.
Now, who tries it? You do have the wind at your back.
Oh, Harrington.
Yeah, I would think so. But I just watched special teams coach Kenny Perry lay into old Stone Harrington after a while about not making any excuses. I do think it was a bad snap on that extra point, but again, I don't think the special teams coach wanted to hear that.
Yeah, but he's your long guy. And like you said, has the 58-yarder to his credit already this season.
Longest in the Big 12.
And he is coming out. And let's see who the snapper is. The snapper is Llewellyn, I think.
Yes, it is.
And you got Burgess to hold. So Llewellyn will snap. They're going to mark it at the 44 right in the middle. So it's going to be a 54-yard try into the south end. And Harrington, they're going to call the timeout, try to ice him. And he just kicked it anyway, and he made it.
I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign.
Hit off the goalpost and went in.
Takes their 3rd and final charge timeout of the half.
I'll take that hitting the goalpost and going in is a good sign. How about that?
Let's try it. Yeah, let's hope so.
The special teams group will go over and huddle up there with Kenny Perry, but Stone Harrington is not in the huddle.
And Chris Kleiman is just laying into the official.
Yeah,
and I don't know what about.
Perhaps that they're not calling his timeout for him, and he's got to run onto the field and get him to do it. But he is still on the official over here.
Well, they're back out ready to go. Again, 3 seconds to go in the first half. Red Raiders up 9-7, trying to make it 12-7. They'll have the football to start the second half. Now they put the ball back to the 45, so it's going to be a 55-yard field goal try by Harrington. No timeouts left for Kansas State. Snap and hold are good. Plenty long. And it is good right down the middle. Stone Harrington nails another long one for the Red Raiders. They go to the locker room with some momentum and a 12-7 Red Raider lead.
All right, we're going to get the head coach here. I bet he's in a better mood now.
Halftime interview presented by the Red Raider Club.
55-yard field goal right there.
Yeah, we can't make an extra point, though. Shit. God dang it, man. Hey, first, we're winning the turnover battle. That's one thing that we talked about. And we got to keep winning the turnover battle. We got to find a run. Okay, we're doing a good job stopping the run after that long run by the quarterback. And then pre-snap penalties. You know, right now, early in the game, that was what was killing us. The first 2 drives, we beat ourselves.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
You bet.
All right, our sideline interview with Joey McGuire.
Colorful.
Colorful, and it's presented by the Red Raider Club. Thank you, Red Raider Club members. Your leadership and annual investment impacts more than 400 student athletes across 17 sports every year. Thank you for providing the foundation of Texas Tech student athlete success. Got a feeling Coach McGuire kind of feels like we do, and probably most of Tech fans out there do.
Yeah.
This should be a much bigger score for the Red Raiders over Kansas State, the way that Kansas State has allowed some of the things to happen that have happened. Now, you forced a lot of them, but we'll see if the Red Raiders can take more advantage of that in the second half. It is halftime with the Red Raiders up 12-7 over the Wildcats. We'll be back with the AT&T halftime show and the Red Raiders scoreboard update after these network messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, college football fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Every morning you put on your hat, but it's not the only one you'll wear that day. Because as a farmer or rancher, every day asks you to do many jobs. To help, Capital Farm Credit offers production loan products to purchase land and equipment, buy inputs and feed, and run your operations day to day. They almost work as hard as you do. To learn more, visit CapitalFarmCredit.com. Capital Farm Credit. Together, we're better.
Fight, Raiders, fight! This is Texas Tech football from Learfield.
October 1925, the Texas Tech Matadors hit the gridiron for the first time. 11 years later, the masked rider led the team onto the field, and 6 years after that, McWhorter's Tire and Service burst onto the scene, demonstrating to the Lubbock area what service is all about. Well, we've gone through several masked riders, but we're still wrecking everybody in sight, and McWhorter's has proven the top quality tires and premier service will withstand the test of time. 80 years, 8 locations, and a continued passion for serving their customers, McWhorter's Tire and Service is here for all your tire, mechanical, and service needs. Online at McWhorterTire.com.
Hey folks, this is Shannon Bond, General Manager of Ron Hoover RV Marine of Lubbock. Come out and see us for our large variety of RVs. We can fit your needs and get you financing and on the road to enjoy your RV. We have a variety of sizes filled with all the features you'd expect. And we'll take trade-ins too. We want to be your source for your RV today and in the future. Ron Hoover RV Marine just outside of Lubbock on Highway 84 before you get to Slayton. We'll make it worth your time to come see us at Lubbock's premier dealer for RVs. Ron Hoover RV Marine of Lubbock, your West Texas yes guys.
Red Raider football is brought to you by AT&T 5G, the official 5G wireless network of the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. Register to win game tickets and a pregame field experience for the Texas Tech versus UCF game on November 15th at RedRaidersContest.com. And by your neighborhood Brahms ice cream and dairy stores. Farm fresh for over 50 years. This is the AT&T Halftime Show. Live from the Learfield Network Studios, this is the College Scoreboard.
Pleasant good afternoon, my friends, across the great state of Texas. I'm Brian Houseworth, live in studio. Our College Scoreboard powered by KMAX Red Raider Nation. Be sure to tune in every night at 10, KMAX Red Raider Nation with David Collier. Number 13, Texas Tech leading K-State at the half, 12-7. Right now, second quarter in Lawrence. Homecoming there. KU has just scored a touchdown. They now lead Oklahoma State 10-7 late in the second quarter. Hinshaw, touchdown run.
First and goal, Kansas down 4. They can take their first lead right here. Handoff, stood up as Highshaw. Still fighting. He's going to score. He did it again. Back-to-back weeks. Daniel Highshaw into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
Brian Haney there with a call from Learfield. Number 22, Houston falls to West Virginia, 45-35. Big career win, number 193 for Rich Rodriguez, number 3 among the active Power 4 coaches, if you will. Arizona State beating Iowa State 24-19 today. It was Baylor over UCF 30-3. Sawyer Robertson, the outstanding quarterback out of Lubbock Coronado High School, 267 yards. He had 3 scores. Arizona, Colorado today. Number 16, Cincinnati. Number 24, Utah will play tonight under the lights. Top 25, number 20, Texas beating number 9, Vandy. A thriller today. DKR 34-31. The Longhorns win. Number 2, Indiana leading Maryland 23 at the half. And Louisville trailing Virginia Tech. The winner, Mr. Sandman, playing on the loudspeakers. Third quarter, Hokies up 16-14. I'm Brian Houseworth, live in studio. This is Red Raider football. Learfield.
At Covenant Health, you'll find the largest and most trusted integrated team of heart specialists between Dallas and Phoenix. Our unified approach brings together the finest minds in cardiology, ensuring that no matter the heart or vascular challenge, you have the most capable hands in the industry.
We are proud to offer some of the most advanced heart procedures available today, all aimed at improving patient care.
Because when it's your heart, every moment matters.
College football fans, Chris Fowler here with the play call. This season, go for Dose with ice-cold refreshing Dos Equis. It's more than a single play, it's a mindset. Think of it as a 2-point conversion for real life. Taking the risk, making the bold move. Whenever we get the chance to go big, we take it. On the field and off, always go for Dose with Dos Equis.
Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis Lager Especial Beer. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Fight, Raiders, fight. This is Texas Tech football from Learfield.
Hey, Red Raiders, it's game day. This is attorney Davis Smith with the Gorilla Law Firm. If you or a loved one have been injured in an accident, call us. We've been at the same location for 20 years and handled thousands of personal injury claims. We've also recovered millions of dollars for our clients. We're a proud sponsor of Texas Tech. Find us at GorillaLawFirm.com. Make the right play. If you've been injured, get the Gorilla. Go Red Raiders!
Cheer on Texas Tech and keep your game day attire fresh with America's #1 dry cleaner, Tide Cleaners. With multiple locations right here in Lubbock, Tide Cleaners provides expert care and quality dry cleaning and laundry service to ensure you look your best all season long. From jerseys to tailgate or camp gear, Tide Cleaners has you covered. Don't let stains slow you down. Download our Tide Cleaners app to get started.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Texas Tech University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Halftime at Bill Snyder Family Stadium here in Manhattan. Texas Tech leading Kansas State by a score of 12-7. Kansas State in the opening period of the ballgame had a 46-yard run from quarterback Avery Johnson and led the Red Raiders 7-0 into the second period. But in that second period, Kansas State's offense would punt the ball away 2 times and turn it over to the Red Raiders, who scored 3 times. Red Raiders would drive 79 yards for their first score. It was a field goal, but a big play along the way, Baron Morton to Terrence Carter.
Play action, going to dump it off to Carter. He's got running room on the left side, 45 midfield, into Wildcat territory to the 40, caught from behind and dropped at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Red Raiders from there.
30 yards on that play. Cam Dickey after that, back-to-back runs for 25 yards. Red Raiders did have first down and goal to go at the 5, but a second down sack would push the Red Raiders back to the 15-yard line. They would bring on Stone Harrington on 4th down to get on the scoreboard.
Be a 29-yard try for Harrington. The hold by Burgess. Everything looks good, including the kick. It is good. 6:31 left to play first half. The Red Raiders are on the board. It is 7-3.
Harrington's 9th field goal of the year. Red Raider defense comes up big on a 2nd down play for Kansas State from the 22-yard line.
And the Red Raider defense screaming as Brown goes in motion to the right side. Throw in the jailbreak, and the football's on the ground. Red Raiders have it. Red Raiders have it. This time the reception made as he's coming in the jailbreak and then popped and losing the football once again. That's Brown again, Jace Brown.
Jacob Rodriguez, surprisingly, the guy that knocked that ball out. Bryce Pollock recovered, and the Red Raider offense was right back on the field at the 19-yard line. It took 5 plays to get in the end zone, but Cam Dickey gets the Red Raiders there.
And Morton in motion. It's going to be a wildcat to Dickey. High snap. He takes it, and he's got it. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Cameron Dickey untouched into the end zone for the score.
Cam Dickey's 10th rushing touchdown of the year. Red Raiders missed the point after, though. It was 9-7 with 3:45 remaining in the first half. Kansas State, though, facing that Red Raider defense, it's a 3rd down play, and the Red Raiders are coming after Avery Johnson, who wanted to throw the ball.
On 3rd and 9, he's back to throw. And he's sacked. Oh, how quick was that? Oh, my gosh, David Bailey. He got back to Avery Johnson before Johnson barely got the football.
That's the 11th and a half sack of the year for David Bailey. The Red Raiders forced the punt, and 7 plays later, Stone Harrington is back out there with little time on the clock, trying to put the Red Raiders a little further in front.
So it's going to be a 55-yard field goal try by Harrington. No timeouts left for Kansas State. Snap and hold are good. Plenty long. And it is good right down the middle. Stone Harrington nails another long one.
Harrington, the junior out of Colleyville, with 2 field goals in that second period, and the Red Raiders at halftime on top of Kansas State 12-7. That from 55 yards. He's got a 58-yarder at Utah this season, the longest made field goal in the Big 12. 12-7, Texas Tech on top. AT&T 5G is the official wireless network of the Texas Tech Red Raiders. We're back in 2 minutes. You're listening to the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Reliant is the home of free electricity weekends. In the same way, Lubbock is the home of stuff that just makes sense. You know, like toe-tapping live music, Red Raider Pride, and how you can switch to the truly free weekends plan and get free electricity from 8 p.m. Friday to 12 a.m. Monday. Sign up for truly free weekends by calling 1-866-RELIANT or visit Reliant.com. Reliant, proud partner of Texas Tech Athletics.
Terms and conditions apply. Reliant PUCT number 10007.
Sonic brings fans the Sonic Smasher because you deserve a burger with 2 hand-smashed Angus beef patties, always made to order, served hot off the grill. Just like you deserve a veteran QB who's willing to mentor the rookie, a generational receiver who promises to never get traded, injured, or retire early, and a coach who respects your armchair play calling every single play. While we can't give you everything you deserve, we can give you a free large drink when you order a Sonic Smasher through the Sonic app.
Tax not included. See app for details. Limited time offer at participating Sonic drive-ins.
Mahomes magic was born here.
Mahomes, what a run!
This is Texas Tech football from Learfield.
Dents, dings? Oh, hell no! It's time to give Davis Dent Repair a ring. At Davis, we've been around for years. And when it comes to paintless dent repair, our people are the best around. That's why you should tell your insurance company to send your vehicle to Davis Dent Repair. Call us for a free estimate at 806-368-7858 or log on to davisdentrepair.com.
If your car gets a ding, give us a ring. Davis Paintless Dent Repair.
Choosing ASCO equipment means choosing decades of dependability. For over 65 years, we've dedicated ourselves to supporting you with fast service and reliable equipment. And as a family-owned and locally operated business, we know your uptime is valuable. We commit to being a blessing to our customers every single day. Whatever you need, we're on it at ASCO Equipment. Visit ASCOEQ.com. That's ASCOEQ.com.
Back here in Manhattan where the Red Raiders lead at halftime, 12-7. Now time to look at the halftime stat report presented by Toot and Totem before or after the game. Drive over to one of the many Toot and Totem West Texas locations for your fuel stop. Ready-to-eat foods like Red's Pizza or Mitch's Barbecue, or roll through our drive-thru to grab all your road trip essentials. Want it delivered? Order now through tootandtotem.com. Toot and Totem, the official convenience store partner of Texas Tech Athletics. Red Raiders in the first half this afternoon, 46 plays for 187 yards to just 22 for Kansas State for 105. Kansas State in that second period, by the way, had 11 yards of offense. Red Raiders 88 yards on the ground, 28 rushing attempts, and 99 through the air. Baron Morton, 12 of 18 for 99, has had one pass intercepted today and sacked 2 times. Cameron Dickey, 14 carries for 54 yards and a Red Raider touchdown. Jacoby Williams, 11 carries for 52. Terrence Carter, Caleb Douglas, and Reggie Virgil all have 3 receptions for the Red Raiders, who are 5 of 11 on third downs today, 1 of 2 on fourth down, and 2 of 2 in the red zone, and on top of Kansas State. 12-7. Avery Johnson had the 46-yard touchdown run, 74 yards on the ground for Kansas State. Throwing the ball, he is 3 of 9 for 31 with an interception and sacked 1 time. That's it for the halftime stats. The halftime stats brought to you by Toot and Totem. Thank you for listening to the AT&T Halftime Show. When we return, we'll have the second half kickoff. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
College football fans, Chris Fowler here with the play call. This season, go for Dose with ice-cold refreshing Dos Equis. It's more than a single play. It's a mindset. Think of it as a 2-point conversion for real life. Taking the risk, making the bold move. Whenever we get the chance to go big, we take it. On the field and off, always go for Dose with Dos Equis.
Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis Lager Especial Beer. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
There's coverage, and then there's more coverage. And that's Bovolus Vista Once SQ, the most comprehensive respiratory vaccine covering more causes of BRD. It covers IBR, BVD types 1, 1B and 2, BRSV, PI3, Pastorella multocida, and Mannheimia hemolytica. And as for BVD type 1B and Pastorella, no other vaccine covers both. So don't wonder if you could have done more. Do it with Bovolus Vista Once SQ.
Red Raider football lives here on the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Are you thinking about expanding your farm or ranch? You need a financial partner who understands agriculture. Ag Texas Farm Credit offers flexible loans for pasture, ranch land, and operating expenses. Their local lenders understand agriculture because they live it too. And as a cooperative, their borrowers share in the success through patronage dividends. Whether you're buying your first set of cattle or growing a legacy operation, Ag Texas is your partner every step of the way. Visit agtexas.com to learn more and get started today.
Calling all Red Raider fans, if you're not drinking freshly brewed iced tea at a Texas Tech game, then you need to head on over to HTO. With 3 locations to serve you here in Lubbock, HTO has the finest iced tea brewed fresh every hour. Come get one of our iconic 44-ounce teas that you'll find at each and every Texas Tech football home game. You can visit us at Jones Stadium, 67th in Milwaukee, 50th in Boston, and our new location on 98th and Slide. HTO, offering 25 flavors of the best freshly brewed iced tea here in West Texas.
This has been the AT&T Halftime Show. AT&T 5G, the official 5G wireless network of the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Red Raider football is brought to you by Covenant Health, the official hospital of Texas Tech Athletics. Also brought to you by Fibermax Cotton from BASF, as tough as you are. Now with the call of the second half, here's Chris Level, John Harris, and the voice of the Red Raiders, Brian Jensen.
And welcome back to Bill Snyder Family Stadium here in Manhattan, Kansas, where the Red Raiders lead Kansas State 12-7 as we get prepared for the second half here. It will be the Red Raider offense that'll get the football first after Kansas State. Is that correct? No, I'm backwards. Kansas State won the toss. They'll have the football first as they deferred on that coin toss. Apologies for that. Mentioned that at the end of the first half too. So it's Kansas State that'll have the ball to start things out, which actually might be good news because it's been the Red Raider defense, but for that one play that has played lights out.
A second quarter of the ball game, I referenced this a moment ago, but Kansas State in the second period of the game, they led 7-0, ran 10 offensive plays for just 11 yards. Red Raider defense put the clamps on Avery Johnson, and they got to continue that here in the third period.
And again, it'll be Lockett and Norenberg awaiting the kick by Harrington from north to south here. It is a high kick that will take Lockett back a yard deep, and he calls the fair catch. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25 for Kansas State. You heard the stats a moment ago. That offense for Kansas State really hasn't done much since that run by Avery Johnson. He had 46 yards on that carry. They have 74 yards rushing as a team.
Yeah, and they got 94 offensive yards in the opening period, and the big run by Avery Johnson was huge, but they have not been able to get much going since then.
1st down and 10 from the 25. Johnson in the backfield alone. Now he calls Jackson back with him. Looks like the opening play of the game. Trips on the right side. One receiver split to the left. And Bailey in a stand-up rush position is coming around the corner. Throws left side. It's caught just over the 32-yard line. Catch is made. Tackled by Rodriguez. And that was Jerron Tibbs that made the catch, the transfer from Purdue. It'll be 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, just sat down in an open spot. Makes that catch.
4th receiver to make a catch for Kansas State in this game. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Handoff goes to Jackson, and he was avoided a tackle in the backfield and then got wrapped up after he got the 1st down by Curry at the 38-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for Kansas State there.
Yeah, David Bailey's the guy that got into the backfield but just did not make the tackle.
1st down and 10. They'll send 2 receivers right. That includes their tight end Garrett Oakley, who's one of Johnson's favorite targets. Play action. He's going to throw it, and does, down deep down the right sideline. Incomplete. Tried to get it to Jace Brown. He was being chased by Amir Boyd. Good coverage over there. Threw it down to about the 30-yard line at Tech's end, but outside of the boundary. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
And we were waiting for that one. That's
yep.
what now the other one, they're trying to leak him down the middle of the field, but pretty good coverage there.
Yeah, and that time they put the tight end over on that side behind the right tackle. Just a little bit of extra layer of protection for the quarterback to prevent Bailey from getting there.
2 tight ends right. Now one of them comes into the backfield. That's Oakley. On 2nd down and 10. Johnson going to throw it short, and that is to Oakley. Makes the catch. Fumble! And the Red Raiders recover. It is Wisniewski that makes the recovery. And is that Rodriguez that popped it free again? Oh, my.
Field as a catch and a fumble recovered by the defense. 1st down, Texas Tech.
Unbelievable. Jacob Rodriguez just punched the ball right out of his hands.
Bet he's set up right there just waiting on the guy, and he just reaches in and just yanks it out of there.
Oh, punched it. It was just like a kill shot right to the gut. And the football was, both arms were on the football right at his stomach. And Rodriguez just perfectly times it, punches it free. Wisniewski with the recovery. It's 1st and 10, Tech at the 49.
I mean, these are like Dwayne Slade type numbers, guys. I mean, that's the last guy that's done this in a Tech uniform.
That's his 7th forced fumble of the season. 2nd of the game. Morton back to throw, getting pressured, going to throw it deep down the left side. Back shoulder, and Virgil couldn't quite get back quick enough to make the catch at the 20-yard line. Morton had to throw that one off his back foot because he was being pressured so quickly.
Doesn't a Dwayne Slay reference in a Kansas State game send some shivers down that K-State sideline?
Oh, yeah.
Man, he put a hit on one of their guys.
2nd down and 10 from the Kansas State 49. Play action, roll right. Morton throws, and it's almost intercepted. Then it's caught by Douglas. Tip drill. And the catch is made after the tip by V.J. Payne. And that's going to be down to the 40-yard line, or the 41 rather. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
Not exactly the way you draw it up. Kansas State had it covered pretty well. Terrence Carter was over there as well, and that's who Barron was trying to lob the ball to, but it got tipped up into the air, and Douglas coming back to make the catch.
They've gotten pressure on Morton the first 2 plays very quickly. Motion Aiken, right to left.
They're coming again.
Morton handoff to Williams, coming right side, gets the corner, bounces off of a defender back to the middle of the field at the 25-20, 15-10. He's going to score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Jacoby Williams. When they came with the pressure, he bounced off of one defender and then into the middle of the field for 41.
They get to go for 2 Terrence here? Carter's the guy that leads him around the corner, but it's just the fact that they can't get him on the ground that allows him to go all the way for that touchdown.
Extra point try. They shift back into the extra point formation after spreading it out to see what Kansas State would do. And this is Harrington into the south end. Pulled by Burgess. And it is good. So the Red Raiders get the score right at the beginning of the 3rd quarter thanks to the turnover and the run by Jacoby Williams. 12:54 left in the 3rd. It is now 19-7. Red Raiders over Kansas State. We'll be back after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
The true strength of West Texas is in its people, where oil fields meet the heart of our community. Texas Tech Athletics is proud to partner with the oil and gas industry. From classrooms to stadiums, we're ensuring our community thrives. Texas Tech Athletics Energy Alliance is powered by Agra Impresa Companies, Double Eagle, Firebird Energy, Halliburton, and Newburn Oil Company. Together, we're creating pathways to success that drive our region forward.
Raider Red says wreck 'em.
Touchdown, Red Raiders. Oh, great catch.
This is Texas Tech football from Learfield.
Introducing Accurate Air Solutions, Lubbock's newest and most trusted name in HVACR, electrical and plumbing sales, service, and installation. Our expert team is here 24/7, 365, delivering fast and dependable solutions for all your residential, commercial, and industrial needs. From emergency repairs, new installations, or planned preventative maintenance programs, we keep your home or business running smoothly, no matter the season. Accurate Air Solutions, quality you can trust and service you can count on. Experience the Accurate Air difference. Visit AccurateAirSolutionsLLC.com.
For over 40 years, Community National Bank has deployed state-of-the-art technology with the all-important personal touch our customers value. As a proud Texas Tech corporate partner, Community National Bank is proud to serve the Lubbock community and give you the quality service you deserve. For all your personal or commercial banking needs, contact us today at 806-509-5920 or visit us online at cnbtx.bank. Community National Bank. We bank on relationships. Member FDIC.
Scoring Drive Summary brought to you by Gene Messer Auto Group, proudly continuing 50 years of Lubbock tradition as part of Group 1 Automotive, your hometown dealer. 3 plays, 49 yards, 53 seconds, and the 41-yard touchdown run by Jacoby Williams. That is his 5th touchdown rushing this season, and that's his longest run from scrimmage of the year. It all comes due to the punch-out by Jacob Rodriguez.
Masquerading as Mike Tyson.
I'm telling you, he threw a body blow right on the football. Wait till you see the highlight of that one, and you will, because it was just perfectly placed. And you wonder who on this team is going to play on Sundays. I would not be surprised to see Jacob Rodriguez there, because not only is he just such a solid linebacker, but the way he is able to time those punch outs his 7th forced fumble of the season.
Yeah, and that leads the Big 12, obviously. He came in with 72 tackles, third most in the Big 12. But, man, when he gets around that football, even when they're trying to hang on to it with two hands, he can knock it out.
Stone Harrington to kick off again for the Red Raiders. Now complete shadow in the north end of the field, kicking into the sun in the south end. Ooh. Very high, very deep kick. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25 for Avery Johnson and the Kansas State Wildcats. Wow, that was fun. That last series of events, from the fumble punch out to the touchdown run on 3rd down. Well, you just knew they were coming again. Great play call. Got to give Mac Leftwich a little bit of credit for that one, too, because they came with so much pressure on Morton the first 2 plays. He had to throw it before he wanted to. He knew they were going to come again, so get him bounce outside if he can. 1st and 10. Johnson, couple of steps, going to throw right side. It's caught by the tight end over there. Good tackle made by Curry before he could turn the corner at the 30-yard line. That's Oakley again.
Yeah, you're talking about the Red Raider offense. First 4 possessions this afternoon, there was an interception, 2 punts, and you gave it up on downs. But in that second period, now here into the third, you've scored 4 straight times. A couple of touchdowns and a couple of field goals.
5-yard pickup by Oakley. It's 2nd down and 5. Red Raiders are still looking over to the sideline, and they're coming out of the huddle. Now they're ready to go. Pistol formation. Handoff, and wrapped up in the backfield, tackled immediately. Roberts is going to get credit for this one as Jackson tried to bounce outside. Loss of 2.
That is just not a good idea for the most part against the Red Raiders' rushing defense.
Ben Roberts came in with 51 tackles. Going to get a clean one right there. Had a couple guys help him after he'd already wrapped him up. It's 3rd down and 7. Just 2 of 5 on 3rd down conversions. Empty backfield for Johnson. 3 receivers right, 2 left.
See if David Bailey is coming or dropping into coverage.
Long count, he's coming. Going to throw middle of the field. It's caught by Chase Brown. Watch out. He's got Wisniewski to beat at the 30, far side 25, and Wisniewski pulls him down, but not till he gets to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for Kansas State. They get the big explosive play they've been looking for to Chase Brown deep.
That's the one you're looking for. I mean, just over the outstretched arm of Jacob Rodriguez downfield, trying to reach up and knock it down. But that's just a post pattern that he's got time to throw it, and he does, and he delivers.
Bailey just didn't quite get there in time, and Johnson delivered it on time. Brown now in the pistol behind Johnson after a shift. Play action, Johnson going to throw it right side for the end zone, incomplete. Tried to get it to Oakley. He was chased by Wisniewski, almost threw it to Amir Boyd, who was deeper in the end zone. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
56 yards on that play.
And that had the crowd going nuts. Now they're very quiet after that throw.
The Red Raiders, I'm telling you, haven't given up many big pass plays this season.
Except in Tempe.
Yep.
Motion coming right to left is Brown. Fakes the handoff, and Johnson trying to go himself. Forget it. Red Raiders had it perfectly. Wisniewski was waiting for him and gets him, wraps him up a yard short of the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down, 11, maybe 12. They're going to mark it at the 18, so it will be 3rd down and 12. Jackson in the backfield alongside Johnson, who moves one of his receivers. Well, now all receivers are to the left side, the wide side of the field for Johnson.
Red Raiders D-line is shifted that way too.
Johnson straight back.
Going to
take a run, and he's got room to the 10, the 5. He's going to score. Avery Johnson is the guy that can score from just about anywhere on the ground when he gets a seam.
Well, you had moved the defensive line over, and coming after the snap of the ball, Johnson is looking that way for a tight end who's really got his back turned to him, and then Johnson just takes off, and he is so quick you don't even get a hit on him.
18 yards for the touchdown for Kansas State that comes right after the Tech score. And Avery Johnson with both touchdowns on the ground for Kansas State. That sounds familiar.
Yes, it does.
Extra point by Rodriguez is up and good through the north end, and it is 19-14 now. Red Raiders over Kansas State with 9:51 left to play in the third. We'll be back after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
At Covenant Health, you'll find the largest and most trusted integrated team of heart specialists between Dallas and Phoenix. Our unified approach brings together the finest minds in cardiology, ensuring that no matter the heart or vascular challenge, you have the most capable hands in the industry.
Our team working together means your heart care is always coordinated and focused on your well-being.
Because when it's your heart, every moment matters.
Morton going to take it himself on the zone read. He goes right side, stiff arms, gets inside the pylon.
Hey Red Raider Nation, this is Baron Morton, quarterback for Texas Tech. When I step on the field, I'm playing for more than just wins. I'm playing for the double T, for every fan in the stands, and for everyone who believes in this program. Thanks to Red Raider Club members, we get to chase greatness every day with the support and resources to perform at the highest level. Want to be a part of it? Step up and join us. Go to RedRaiderClub.com and join today. Wreck 'em.
Reliant is the home of free electricity weekends. In the same way Lubbock is the home of stuff that just makes sense. You know, like toe-tapping live music, Red Raider Pride, and how you can switch to the truly free weekends plan and get free electricity from 8 p.m. Friday to 12 a.m. Monday. Sign up for truly free weekends by calling 1-866-RELIANT or visit Reliant.com. Reliant, proud partner of Texas Tech Athletics.
Terms and conditions apply. Reliant PUCT number 10007.
Scoring drive summary for Kansas State, brought to you by Gene Messer Auto Group, part of Group 1 Automotive, your hometown dealer. That was 6 plays, 75 yards, 3:03 off the clock, and the 18-yard touchdown by Avery Johnson, his second of the game. He's now got 75 yards on the ground and now has 7 touchdown rushes against the Red Raiders over the last couple of years.
Yeah, and let's hope it stops at that number. But that big pass play of 56 yards to Jace Brown. In comparison, Oklahoma State a week ago, their longest pass play in the ball game was 15 yards. That big one leads to the Avery Johnson touchdown run, and the Red Raiders lead narrowed to just 5.
Jacoby Williams and Micah Hudson await the kick, which will go into the north breeze here, so you would hope they're going to get a chance to return one.
I mean, Jacoby's standing at the 5. Either they think this ball is going way out of the end zone or they're getting a chance.
Averages 62-yard return. The line drive's going to bounce a couple times, and Williams has to watch it go into the end zone. It took kind of a sideways for a little bit bounce and then took off towards the end zone, and he didn't have a chance to scoop it up. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25 for the Red Raiders.
Not the prettiest of kickoffs, but it gets the job done if you're a Kansas State fan.
Well, that was a huge third down play by Avery Johnson, because if he doesn't get in the end zone and they're forced to kick a field goal, you still have a 2-score game.
Well, and that pass play of 56 was on 3rd down as well.
1st and 10 for the Red Raiders now, with Cameron Dickey in the backfield alongside Morton, who steps back to throw. Didn't find anybody right side, so he throws it left. It's caught at the 31. And now about 5 or 6 Jayhawks, Wildcats are on top of the receiver, Virgil. But he's got, 6?
And they've got guys over there just punching him.
Yeah.
Just trying to knock the ball out, but they're just throwing haymakers at the guy.
And there's going to have to be something done about that, because that's not the first time that's happened, not just today, but this season.
Second down, Morton, handoff Dickey, waits for a hole, finds it on the left side, gets all the way up to the 40 before he's driven down to the ground at the 42. First down for the Red Raiders from there.
And that's a nice run, and we've not seen Will Jados in a while. Cash Cleveland's in there at left guard.
Morton gets it quickly, going to throw it deep down the left sideline. He's got Virgil there. He's got the catch down inside the 20 and slung down at about the 16 against Rich, the guy they thought they could go up against and did. Virgil comes up limping again on that left leg, but man, he showed plenty of speed getting down the sideline. A 42-yard reception, and the Red Raiders in the red zone, brought to you by the Wiley Implement and Spray Center, your Case IH dealer.
Yeah, Micah Hudson in for Reggie Virgil.
Virgil has to check out. Hudson in on the left side. Jacoby Williams is in the slot over here on the right side. Now he goes in motion into the backfield with Dickey and Morton. Hand off to Dickey, coming left.
Ooh.
And he gets clobbered, but he gets down to the 11-yard line. Nifty play, though. Two backs. Morton looks like he's going to hand off to Williams left. He spins around and hands off to Dickey.
Yeah, you've got some serious misdirection working on that play. Jacoby Williams is going right, and Cam Dickey's trying to sneak out the left side.
Some Kansas City Chiefs looking stuff right there.
Yeah. Pickup of 5, second down and 5. Two receivers right include Carter, who now goes in motion. H-back right side. Morton going to throw right. It is incomplete, off the hands of Douglas, who ran a short post to the end zone, and if he'd have had it, he had a touchdown.
It was a little bit high, but it's a play that he can make.
Yep, they want that one back because he had a step inside the defender, Donovan McIntosh.
And there was no safety there.
Yeah. Third down and 5. Again, ball's at the 11-yard line. Empty backfield as Dickey comes split wide to the right. And blitz is coming. Morton throws away from it. It's caught by Douglas. He spins around down to the 6-yard line. That should be right on the first down mark, depending on where they mark it. No, they marked it almost back to the 7.
It's about a half a yard short.
No, they put it a full yard short.
But I think that's a bad spot.
It's how many bad spots have we seen the last few weeks? Unbelievable. Red Raider keep their offense out there. Fourth down.
And no review?
Yeah, that's what they're waiting for.
I think Tech may call timeout. They're going to call timeout.
Yeah, that's terrible spot. Terrible spot.
The previous play is under review to determine if the runner reached the line to gain.
Well, hallelujah.
And so you should keep your timeout then, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, if that.
But they took it off the board.
They stopped the clock.
Yeah, they took it off the board, so we'll see if they give it back to you.
Well, you have McGuire already talking to the officials over there. Well, timeout on the field. We're going to take a timeout as well with 6:50 left in the third quarter. Red Raiders up 19-14. Back after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, college football fans. I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Texas Tech football all season long.
Can you believe that?
Wow! On the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Before I took the field, before all the trophies, before the video game, before the no-look pass, before the success, before it all, McGavick Nissan treated me like an MVP. Patrick Mahomes here from McGavick Nissan, reminding you to enjoy the ride.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights.
I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Why wait for the weekend? We're serving scratch food and pouring quality cocktails every day after dark. Come by the Lodge and experience the best late night in the league. Today, tomorrow, or any other day of the week. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
After review, the ruling on the field is upheld. It is 4th down.
Knew that it was going to likely be 4th down. What we were saying is that the ruling of where it was marked was wrong. It should have been about a half yard further up, which is important because it's 4th down.
Yeah, you need basically the length of the football instead of about a yard is what it amounts to. So we'll see what happens here on this play, but I don't think the spot is correct, but that's where we are.
Well, it's interesting. Red Raiders are going to go for it, it looks like here. And if they don't make it, obviously it goes back to Kansas State. If they try a field goal here and make it, it would be 22-14, which is still one score if you
I'm telling you,
consider a 2-point conversion.
I've just seen the replay. When Caleb Douglas fell, he basically fell on top of the 6-yard line marker.
Yeah.
I don't know how they marked it where they put it down.
Dickey in the backfield, Virgil in motion right to left. And they were going to try to draw him off sides, but Tech jumped.
They may have wanted to kick it all along. I don't know. Yeah.
But you still don't want to jump.
Yeah, no doubt.
False start. Offense. Multiple players moved, but the center did not snap the ball. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
I mean, Davion Carter was still in a position where he's looking into the backfield when they're trying to snap the ball or not. But if you know you're not snapping it, then why are people moving?
Yeah. All right. Field goal try coming up here. Again, it's Harrington. They're going to mark it down at the 19, so a 29-yard try from the left hash mark. He's a right footer. Llewellyn is still snapping them. Burgess to hold. Those two things are good, and so is the kick. Harrington right through the uprights. The Red Raiders add 3 more. It's now 22-14. Red Raiders with 6:35 left to play in the third. Scoring drive summary brought to you by Gene Messer Auto Group, part of Group 1 Automotive. Your hometown dealer, 7 plays, 63 yards, 3:16 off the clock, and the 29-yard field goal by Harrington makes it 22-14 Red Raiders.
And that missed extra point, boy, it's be a 2-score game still if you just made that extra point.
Got that right. Hey, North Texas listeners, been riding a roller coaster that is the stock market of late. Have you heard about CD ladders? Guaranteed long-term predictable growth while effectively balancing the need for liquidity. Contact NDBT to get your ladder started. That's NDBT, a Texas banking original, proud supporter of Tech football and founding partner of the Rawls College of Business Excellence in Banking program, member FDIC.
And which schools will win the Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the upcoming year? Check out how your favorite school is doing at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Winners announced in June of 2026. The Learfield Directors Cup powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Well, you also notice, Chris, as you were talking about that extra point, the change in the deep snapper. And so far, they've had clean snaps, clean hold.
Yeah, Ryan Vagana was the snapper on the bad one, and now Jason Llewellyn, great point. Anytime we're calling those guys' names out, something bad usually has happened.
Yeah,
That's right.
Unfortunately true. But, hey, the change that was made by Kenny Perry to, clean that up, tighten that up, has been effective so far. And again, the 22-14 lead now for the Red Raiders. What you got to do, now I would assume if you're Matt Wells, and the Red Raider defense has got to know this, you've seen the success you've had with Avery Johnson running the football.
Yep.
You got to believe that you're going to see more spread them out, try to do some quarterback draws, try to do some, scramble around with him more than just drop back passing, which has been totally ineffective for Kansas State. 7 of 15, 112 yards and an interception.
Well, with the exception of one play, of course, yeah.
Right.
I mean, and you get in a 5 wide, you empty out that backfield. Yeah. You've got to spread out, but you know what's probably coming.
David Bailey.
Yeah, well, he would be.
He's got to get there. And they're going to see a little bit more spying starting now by the Red Raider defense, you would think.
And somebody who's quick enough to run down Avery Johnson.
There aren't many of those people. Harrington will kick it off again. Lockett going to watch this one go over his head. It'll be 1st and 10 for Kansas State at the 25. First down for Kansas State. They come out now at 204 yards total in this game so far. Red Raiders with 304 after that last drive. Tech defense comes out with a defensive line that does not include Romello Height to start out. It's Terrell Tillman out there instead. And pistol formation for the Wildcats. Johnson hands it off to Jackson. He gets wrapped up as soon as he hits the pile. Might have gained 2 on the surge of the offensive line, but that's it. Because Lee Hunter and David Bailey and Jacob Rodriguez are all there.
Terrell Tillman, a guy that came to the Red Raider program from Oregon a few years ago. This is his 47th career game. You've got some guys out there who've played a lot. Jacob Rodriguez today, his 51st game. That's the experience Joey McGuire is always talking about.
2nd down and 8, motion left to right. Brown, they hand it to him. He's trying to get to the corner. Bailey's chasing him, and they got him. Amir Boyd came up and got him low, and Bailey rode him from the back to the ground, and a loss back to the 23-yard line.
Boy.
Well, they'll mark it at the 24 now.
Man, that was a violent end to that play.
Loses 4 yards.
Wow.
12 from the 23.
And it is a loss. To make it 3rd down and 11, should be 12, but again, a mark about a yard up from where it should have been.
Yeah, and you just let them score a touchdown on their previous possession. They convert 2 third downs. Cannot let them do it again.
And not on the 3rd and 11. Empty backfield from their own 24. Johnson has everybody spread out. That's when he likes to run. No pressure. Now it's getting to him. He jumps up in the air to throw the ball. It's caught, but a great tackle made by Amir Boyd. He's playing a great game. Will Ancio is the guy that made the catch, the tight end out of Wichita, but Amir Boyd right there, and it was a pass that Avery Johnson couldn't really get much on. He had to jump up in the air to throw it with all the pressure in his face.
Yeah, and that's what makes the difference there. That pocket is collapsing, and he doesn't have much time, and he's got nowhere to run out of it.
4th down, punting unit in, standing back at his 15. They're going to try to set up a return. Great kick this time. Aiken awaits at the 25. Gets it, comes to the right side, tries to get around 2 defenders, but cannot. They wrap him up immediately. It'll be no return yardage. It'll be 1st and 10 for Tech after a 46-yard punt. And one of those Wildcats is still down on the ground.
Yeah, and you guys mentioned Amir Boyd. It's worth mentioning, Dante Balfour was on the injury report or the availability report all week, but Amir Boyd is just, and that was part of that transfer portal class where they got 4 DBs and then they took a 5th, but they just wanted a lot of depth there. But, well, he's had a special game, easily his best game of the season.
Yeah, the transfer out of UTEP and came from Phoenix. Jaden Rowe is the player that is down. He's their backup cornerback, transfer out of Oklahoma.
And what won't show up on Boyd's stat line is it should have been a forced fumble in the first half, but he won't get credit for that.
Yep. That is true. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield. Not quite a full crowd here in Manhattan. The upper deck on the far side never did fill in. Most of the lower bowl full, though, and really good crowd. And pretty good turnout of Red Raider fans up there in the corner, too, that we can see.
Well, and you can see red kind of scattered along with throughout the purple around the stadium.
Oh, those are the SeatGeek people. Went online and got those tickets.
Yep. Crafty.
Yeah. Well, they're still tending to the injured player for Kansas State, who was injured on that punt coverage.
Yeah, at the point where Aiken was brought down after, he basically caught it at the 25 and they get a yard, but he was kind of wrapped up and gotten on the ground.
Coming back out off the field now under his own power. The Overton Hotel and Conference Center is conveniently located across the street from Texas Tech University. Overton invites you to stay at the official Lubbock Hotel of Texas Tech Athletics, the Alumni Association, and a certain play-by-play guy. 1st and 10, Red Raiders from their own 26, leading 22-14, 4:30 left in the third.
304 total yards for the Red Raiders.
Jacoby Williams, the running back, alongside Baron Morton on this series. 2 receivers left, or right, 2 receivers left. And Morton going to go straight back, going to throw right. No, he's tried to, didn't see anybody there. Now he throws, and it's a catch by Terrence Carter. And he makes a move. He's at midfield. And the 45, he bowls over a defender before being caught from behind at the 35-yard line. Oh, man, Terrence Carter, don't get in his way. Because he's gonna just run right over you.
No, I mean he's wide open as Barron scrambles to his right. He sees his tight end he's getting away from a cornerback who was trying to cover him, and then they can't get him on the ground.
Well, great job by Morton. He wanted to throw it right away, but his receiver at that time was covered. That was Douglas, and as he rolled a little bit, he saw Carter get open.
Yeah, 38 yards to TC.
1st and 10 from the 36. Morton steps up. They're changing the play here. 2 receivers right include Carter. 2 receivers left. And Morton looks left. Now he steps back a little further, going to run away from trouble. He's got some room to the 35, the 30. Slides down and gets hit. Where's the flag? He slides down and gets hit from behind. And there's no flag.
Unbelievable. He's on the ground and gets hit. In fact, where's the flag? That's 56 coming in late on top of the Red Raider quarterback.
Well, it's great to see him sliding. Give him credit for that. 2nd down and 6. Throw right side, and it bounced it to Douglas. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd down.
The Red Raider fans who are here are booing the no call.
Well, Kansas State wanted to hold. Their fans wanted to hold. I will tell you, at field level and watching the replay, it didn't look as bad as I thought when I was watching it happen. It looked like he got hit in the head, but it wasn't as malicious as I first thought.
Well, you're not supposed to be able to hit a quarterback when he slides at all.
Once he gives himself up.
That's
exactly right.
3rd down and 6. Vicious or not. 3rd down and 6. Morton going to throw left, caught Aiken, but he stepped backwards after he made the catch and lost the 1st down. He was at the 26 when he made the catch, but took 1 step back trying to get away from a defender and got caught. It's going to be 4th and 1. Offense looks to the sideline. They stay out there, bringing in Carter for Aiken.
Yeah, and you were in this spot earlier. Wound up with a false start penalty and a field goal. Kansas State brings in their big guy, number 99 at 340 to plug up the middle.
1 for 2 on 3rd down conversions. And Morton going to come back. He's got a wide open receiver. It is caught at the 6, and diving for the end zone is Douglas. He should be in. They're going to call him down at the 1.
He dove and that ball's over the goal line. Surely that's got to be reviewed.
Oh, this is crazy. It's 1st and goal from the 1. Red Raiders up quickly, and a timeout's going to be called. Is it by the officials?
Surely it is.
The previous play is under review to determine if the runner broke the plane of the goal line with the ball.
Oh, he absolutely did.
Well, he did. Was his knee down? Let's see. We're going to get a great look at it. And it's a touchdown. It is a touchdown. His left hand, but that doesn't count. His belly doesn't touch until the ball is across the plane. Yeah. Well, we've been wrong how many times today?
Most
well,
of
we've
them,
been right.
seems.
They've been wrong.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Now, that's not criticism, Big 12. Just want to let you know. It's just
our opinion.
Observation.
No,
I've already gotten one text that said, you better watch out. You're going to get that
no, I think
that seat in someone else's suite.
Some of this started with that ball that was punched out in the first half of the ball game that was determined to be no catch after the guys tucked it away and taken a step. And then the spot earlier on the play to Caleb Douglas.
But what needs to be really pointed out here, what a gutsy call. It's 4th and 1, and momentum, could go completely the other way if you don't get it, and you take a deep shot.
Here we go.
After review, the ruling on the field is upheld. It's first down and goal for Texas Tech.
I don't know what they're looking at.
What are they looking at?
3 blind mice up there. I said it. Yeah, you can email me, but that's
Chris level.
That's absurd.
What are they looking at? We see it again, and he is clearly over the goal line.
Yeah, and that's the thing that Joey McGuire says: don't reach out for the goal line unless it's the end of the game or you're scoring on a 4th down play. But there it was.
Unbelievable.
That's one of the worst calls we've seen, or no calls.
First and goal, trip in the red zone, brought to you by the Wiley Implement and Spray Center, your Case IH dealer. First and goal, handoff Dickey. Not going to get there. And he keeps trying to fight for it, but they've already whistled
I think he fumbled.
It'll be second down and goal.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, you had John Carlos Miller over there with Howard Sampson and Cash Cleveland trying to get it in off the left side. Now Barron looking at the sideline trying to get the play.
Second and goal from the 1.
A lot of music playing.
Yeah. Motion right to left is Carter. Going to be an added blocker. Now rolling right is Morton looking into the end zone. Throws. It's now. That's a touchdown, Red Raiders. Caleb Douglas back of the end zone. He was coming to the near side. Morton rolls to his right. Douglas puts on the brakes. The defender does not, and he's wide open.
Well, he kind of put on the brakes, and the defender grabbed him initially. I thought he was open before Barron threw it, but he had some pursuit coming after him. Barron celebrated a bit after that touchdown, but we'll take it.
Extra point try. Upcoming by Harrington. Or is that Belafonte that's in there now? No, that is Harrington. And he knocks it through. And for the 6 straight series, the Red Raiders have scored on offense. And that touchdown extra point makes it 29-14 Red Raiders, with 1:23 left to play in the third quarter. Scoring drive summary brought to you by Gene Messer Auto Group, part of Group 1 Automotive, your hometown dealer. 7 plays, 74 yards, 3:07 off the clock, and the touchdown pass Morton to Douglas of 1 yard makes it 29-14.
Man, and you've got several big plays on that possession. The first snap on that possession, Barron rolled out and found Terrence Carter for 38 yards. Then on a 4th down play, Douglas makes that catch down to the 1. Should have been a touchdown, but 2 plays later, he's in the back of the end zone grabbing that Morton pass.
My text is blowing up from people watching it, agreeing it was a touchdown. And the kickoff sails through the end of the end zone again. It'll be 1st and 10 for Kansas State from their own 25.
And guys, we were just talking about Amir Boyd. I think he's in the injury tent.
No.
So yeah, don't know what happened there. If it was on a, I don't know when it happened, but he's in there getting looked at. So let's see here at corner. Yeah, here's Dante Balfour back, and then Bryce Pollock.
All right. And so then after that, you would have Mo Horn, would you not?
Yeah, he would be your 4th corner.
Jace Brown's in the slot far side.
Jackson in the backfield with Johnson. And play action throw. Knocked down at the line of scrimmage by Wisniewski. Wow. The fact that he was at the line of scrimmage, first of all, is something, but then he leaps in the air and knocks it down. Man, in both his hands, he almost caught it. It just came at him so fast.
Yeah, I think he had stepped up there because of the play fake to the running back Jackson, and he's in the hole, and then he sees Johnson with the ball winding up.
2nd down and 10. A lot of yelling out there as Johnson goes back to throw. Wanted to go deep. Now he's going to throw it short. Caught by the tight end and then plastered. Man, was he hit hard by John Curry. But he made the catch 9 yards upfield. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. What a hit by Curry.
I mean, it's a complete form tackle. The tight end makes the catch, turns, and then he just has a guy with a helmet right in his chest.
Yeah, key thing, chest. Put it right in the chest and drove him back. 3rd down and 1. They're going to come from that short huddle again.
And you can hear all that yelling because it is quiet in here. Unbelievably quiet.
Under center, quick pitch right side Jackson. He's got a seam. He's got a running lane. He's up to midfield before being tripped up. And barely got tripped up by Brendan Jordan. And he's down at the 46. Tripped him at midfield. He still kept his feet enough to dive forward.
Man, they were strong to that right side, and you just don't get adjusted. But that's a 20-yard run on a 3rd down play.
Boy, how did Brendan Jordan make that tackle? He was falling down and just reached out with one arm and was able to get enough on him.
That's the end of the 3rd period.
That is the last play of the 3rd period. 29-14, Red Raiders with the lead.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter.
We'll be back after they got that right. We'll be back after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
There's coverage, and then there's more coverage. And that's Bovolus Vista Once SQ, the most comprehensive respiratory vaccine covering more causes of BRD. It covers IBR, BVD types 1, 1B and 2, BRSV, PI3, Pastorella multocida, and Mannheimia hemolytica. And as for BVD type 1B and Pastorella, no other vaccine covers both. So don't wonder if you could have done more. Do it with Bovolus Vista Once SQ.
Overton Hotel and Conference Center is the official hotel of Texas Tech Athletics and is the perfect home away from home for all of your game day needs. Enjoy stylish accommodations, thoughtful amenities, and an unbeatable location near Texas Tech University, Jones AT&T Stadium, United Supermarkets Arena, and Rip Griffin Park. We invite all Red Raider fans to join us before and after every home game where you can enjoy live music and your favorite game day food and drinks. When it comes to Texas Tech game days, we've got all the essentials and more. Wreck 'em Tech!
It's exciting to see a Red Raiders touchdown on game day. Just like a successful crop year is exciting to you on your farming operation. Let Wiley Implement and Spray Center, your Case IH dealer, be a partner in your success with our full line of Case IH tractors, sprayers, and equipment. Wiley has 13 locations across Texas and Oklahoma. Go to wileysprayers.com for the location nearest you.
I'm Scott Wiley. We'll try hard to earn your business, but even harder to keep it. That's it. That's all.
Brian Jensen, John Harris, Chris Level, Choice Woodman, our producer-engineer, the Texas Tech Sports Network crew with you from Manhattan, where the Red Raiders lead at 29-14 after 3 quarters. And I want to thank all of you that are blowing up my text and blowing up my Twitter feed. I'm going to just tell you right now, I'm probably not going to read these on the air, because as much as I agree with you 100%, we all do. Y'all know our history, and even if I claim that you're the one that is saying it, I just don't trust that it'll be taken that way.
Yeah. And the problem though on the upheld or the call is we get no explanation.
Yeah.
There's no transparency or explaining why they came to that conclusion. That's the biggest problem with a call like that, when it clearly shows, but what did they see that would determine that it wasn't? And you don't let anybody know that, and then you get everybody frustrated, and I just don't understand that.
Because if you're not watching, let's just tell you one more time, he was totally stretched out, parallel to the ground at one point, had his left hand bracing himself, which is a left hand on the ground is not, you're not down.
Not an elbow.
And he reached with his right hand straight out, and as his stomach and the ball landed, the ball was already across the goal line.
Yep.
So
and all he's got to do is just barely break the plane.
That's correct.
Yeah, I mean that is
correct.
Well, the Big 12 commissioner is here.
Apparently not in the replay booth.
Sitting by a heater somewhere. Still a little bit chilly.
And you know, the ACC, they on their telecast, they are taking you inside the replay booth, but I think they're also letting the TV audience like hear the explanation. And I really hope the Big 12 does that. I don't know if that benefits us, those of us that are here and on the scene, but you just got to be more transparent with a call like that. It just makes no sense. Luckily, it didn't matter for Texas Tech, but geez, man.
Yeah.
As we know, there's way too much on the line in these games. I mean, massive.
Yeah.
And just to not get an explanation just makes no sense.
All right, back to play. 1st and 10 for Kansas State to open the fourth quarter from the Tech 47-yard line. They're in shadows. Almost the whole field is, except for a slice between the 35 and the 15 on this south end. Rolling right is Johnson. He's going to pitch it at the last moment, and Jackson gets plastered out of bounds by Jacob Rodriguez.
Yeah.
He's going to pick up only a yard and a half.
Running an option play to the short side of the field, and you run out of real estate very quickly.
2nd down and 9. Johnson couldn't decide at the very beginning whether he wanted to pitch it or run, and that delay right there probably helped the Red Raiders really string that thing out. Jackson remains in with Johnson. And play action, going to throw it deep down the right sideline. Red Raiders defense is there, but the catch is made. Great catch. Got to give him credit. That's Jerron Tibbs, the Purdue transfer, against Pollock, who was right there. I mean, Pollock even looks back at the last second, and still Tibbs is able to jump up and pull it down.
And that thing is really, really well thrown. Play action, and you've got your defender right there on the play. But Tibbs just makes a really outstanding catch.
Lee Hunter checks back in, thinking they're going to do some running right here. You got the big boys inside, Holmes and Hunter. Motion right to left is Tibbs, and it's Johnson that takes it himself. Here's his 3rd touchdown run.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play, and Bailey is the one that's pointing at it.
Bailey thinks that he was held.
Holding, number 69, offense. 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
Yeah.
Portier.
We had just talked about that in the commercial break. When's the last time you got one of those? That's fortuitous.
I mean, David Bailey was up seeing the flag very quickly and celebrating.
Well, and as we were saying in the break, and Chris, you're the one that really pointed this out, as good as the defensive line is, and everybody in the country knows it, how can they not be getting more offensive holding calls?
Yeah, I mean,
finally got one on a key play right there.
We see the personnel, we see the analytics, we see the eye test, all of it, and it's just, and you're not going, other than Utah, you're not going against great offensive lines. It's just kind of hard to believe, but you get one there.
Empty backfield for Johnson.
Actually, may have been Holmes that was held, but
straight back to throws. Johnson, now he's going to run with it, coming right, getting chased, throws it to the sideline. Whoa, Jackson gets clobbered, and the ball is knocked loose by Wisniewski.
They call incomplete, I think.
They did. The officials want, not the officials, the fans want a targeting call there. You could hear it up here.
I mean, he leads with his shoulder, I think. It hits him up top, but I mean, it's not one of those launching type plays. He just runs through.
Oh, you're right. It is a shoulder. It is a shoulder, but not going to say what I was going to say. Yep, they're going to review it. I knew it.
The previous play is under review to determine if the receiver caught the pass.
Well, if that's all they're going to be doing, that's fine. That's fine. Because, man, the one thing you can't afford right here is if you're...
Oh, his knee was down before he got hit.
Okay, well...
So I think this will probably wind up being a catch.
But he did hit him with the shoulder. But there's no targeting there. But what I was going to say was, and you got to be careful in a game like this. You get a targeting call in the second half. You got a big game next week.
Yep.
You don't want to be out one quarter or one half.
I thought from one of those angles that his knee was on the ground as he was turning. I'm not so sure, but if the play we saw earlier in the ball game,
doesn't matter what we see.
No, I know, where the ball was knocked out and called no catch because he didn't get it tucked.
It doesn't matter what anybody sees except the guys,
I don't think he's got full control of the ball, but then again, it's hard to figure it out.
Yeah. Let's just let them figure it out, because ultimately that's what they're going to do anyway.
I just know from that I wouldn't want Wisniewski running up to hit me.
No. He has played a great game so far too. That one deep pass, he was the safety on that, not the covering defensive back at the moment that the catch was made.
John Curry and Jacob Rodriguez have each been credited with 5 tackles in the ball game. That may give Wisniewski his 5th, depending on whether or not they call this a catch.
Well, it could be a breakup, which is what it should be, we think. That's at least what it was called on the field as well.
Well, a lot of time to make a decision. Hey, just like the Red Raiders, Wiley Implement and Spray Center is all about performance and reliability. It's time to put some red on your farm with Case IH and Wiley.
And if you're in the cattle business, you should know that vaccinating your herd is about what you don't see. So choose from the Bovilis vaccine lineup, such as Vista, Guardian, Nasal Gen 3 PMH from Merck Animal Health. To learn more, visit cattlefriendlyvaccines.com or talk to your veterinarian. I'm really pumped that I got through that one.
Yes, sir. Here we go.
There were 2 elements of the play that were reviewed. After review, there is no foul for targeting.
Yeah.
Also, after review, the receiver did complete the process of the catch. His forward progress was driven backwards, and he lost the ball when he hit the ground. It is a catch at the 8-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, Kansas State at the 8-yard line.
Well, I guess that's the bad news part of it, but here's some great news for you. 2027 #1 quarterback Kavion Bryant.
Oh, has
committed to Texas Tech.
Wow. Wow.
That's the #1 quarterback in the country for that class. And he is a dual threat.
Well, the dual threat out there right now is Avery Johnson. Got to keep an eye on him. He's already got 2 touchdowns on the ground in this game. Right now, they've got a 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. Tech leading 29-14.
They had another call back on this possession.
2 backs alongside him. And now motion coming from left to right is Oakley. And the handoff to Jackson. Oh, Lee Hunter's got him. Lee Hunter in the backfield pulls him down at the 9-yard line. Wow.
Man, and Avery Johnson saw Red Raider pressure coming off the edge and just really gets out of the way in a hurry. But Lee Hunter just has a running back swallowed up.
A loss of a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down and goal from the 9. And a lot of time going off the clock right here as they do substitutions on offense. Play clock down to 10 seconds.
Man, this is where you don't want to get shifted out of a formation and let Avery Johnson run the other way.
Low snap. He's got to pick it up off the turf. Now he's going to throw to the end zone. Up high. It's caught, but there's a flag down in the backfield.
Yeah.
Flag down in the backfield, and one of the Red Raider. Oh no, this is Wisniewski that's down.
Is it Wisniewski or is it Romello Height?
Oh, it is. You're right. Romello Height is down.
Wonder if he got a chop blocked. A lot of Red Raider staff has come out on the field.
He's up. Okay, he's up and gonna walk off. Yeah, he's kind of holding his shoulder, left shoulder, collarbone area.
Well, they can't decide what the call is. The officials are talking it over.
There was no roughing the passer.
After discussion, there is no foul for holding. The result of the play is a touchdown.
How can you call back a holding call?
I don't know. And you could hear the sideline saying the white hat is arguing for us, and that would be Kansas State.
Well, the touchdown is from Avery Johnson to Oakley. And they're going to go for 2 here with a 29-20 game. Boy, you keep them out of this 2-point conversion, you keep it a 2-score game. They come to the line of scrimmage, which is the 3-yard line on the 2-point conversion try. Motion is Brown coming from right to left. Johnson back. He wants to throw it, getting pressured. He's going to roll to his left, still running around back there. Just throws it to the end zone. It's incomplete. Great pressure by David Bailey and by everybody else on that defensive line. The 2-point conversion, no good. Red Raiders remain 9 points ahead, 29-20 with 12:44 left to play. Timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Back after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Calling on Red Raider Nation. It's time to fill up and go wreck 'em. Enter for a chance to win a VIP game day experience for the November 8th Texas Tech versus BYU game. To enter, purchase 8 or more gallons with the Fuel Forward app. Phillips 66 and Conoco are proud sponsors of Texas Tech football. Terms and conditions apply. See official rules for details at phillips66gas.com/TTU rules.
The Masked Rider says, guns up. This is Texas Tech football from Learfield.
Every bag of FiberMax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
Zia Park Casino Hotel and Racetrack is your destination for fun. Indulge in delicious food and drinks at one of our 3 premier restaurants, and enjoy your stay in one of our rooms or suites featuring state-of-the-art amenities to enhance your vacation experience. Set up your own Penn Play account to be eligible for exclusive offers and promotions, and access your account anytime, anywhere. Come find your fun at Zia Park Casino Hotel and Racetrack in Hobbs.
Must be 21 plus to enter casino and 18 plus to wager on horses. Play responsibly. Call the New Mexico Gambling Crisis Hotline at 1-800-572-1142.
Scoring drive summary brought to you by Gene Messer Auto Group, part of Group 1 Automotive, your hometown dealer. That was a 8-play, 75-yard drive, 3:39 off the clock for Kansas State, and the 9-yard touchdown pass, the first of the game for Avery Johnson to Oakley. And, of course, it wasn't really a holding call, even though it was a holding call.
Yep, it's a bit of a mystery. I'd like to see him drop one down in the playing field here and let Jacoby Williams get going.
Well, they're probably going to kick one of those line drive things to see if it'll bounce again. Let's see. Nope, this one's up high, and it is short, but it's not going to be Jacoby. It's going to be Micah Hudson from the 5 near side.
Come on, Micah.
Keeps coming near side, bounces off of a couple of guys, but then gets hit from behind by his own guy. And it is up to the 26 or 7. Let's see where they mark it. 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders there.
Well, the offense has been on a roll. 6 possessions, 6 scores. 3 of those are touchdowns, 3 are field goals. And here you are again with 12 and a half minutes to go.
378 yards of offense so far. 1st and 10 from the 27. Motion left to right is Aiken. Jacoby Williams in the backfield, gets the handoff, gets a bit of a hole, but it gets plugged up in a hurry by Romaine. Man, he's playing well. A tough linebacker that put a big hit on Williams after a gain of just 1, maybe 2.
And he's playing with one hand. He's got 10 tackles. He's got that hand all bandaged up, but man, he can get you on the ground.
2nd down and 9. Douglas split wide to the right. Virgil and Aiken left. Douglas tightens up, and Williams takes that side, gets some seams, gets to the 40 midfield. He's breaking tackles down to the 40, inside the 40-yard line in Kansas State territory at the 39.
Wow, he ran through a tackle late. It was V.J. Payne. But, man, Jacoby Williams, for a guy that's about 185 pounds, he is hard to get on the ground.
Well, you got to give credit to Douglas, too. He was split wide to the right, comes in tight to help block over there, and it was that block along with a couple of others that helped him get the corner.
Timeout on the field for a defensive injury.
34 yards that time for Jacoby Williams, and he is now at 128 yards on the ground, 9.1 yard average.
Man, that is impressive. That's his second 100-yard rushing game of the year.
Timeout on the field. We'll take one too. 11:44 to go. 29-20 Red Raiders. Back after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Reliant is the home of free electricity weekends. In the same way Lubbock is the home of stuff that just makes sense. You know, like toe-tapping live music, Red Raider Pride, and how you can switch to the truly free weekends plan and get free electricity from 8 p.m. Friday to 12 a.m. Monday. Sign up for truly free weekends by calling 1-866-RELIANT or visit Reliant.com. Reliant, proud partner of Texas Tech Athletics.
Terms and conditions apply. Reliant PUCT number 10007.
Tempted to decorate for the holidays early? We like your style. Right now at Kohl's, save 20% on decor, hosting essentials, and more. Plus, get $10 off $50 spent. So go ahead, hang up that wreath, swap out those couch pillows for ones with snowflakes. And while others are panic shopping later, you'll already be cozied up feeling pretty great about these early Kohl's deals. Select styles, offers end November 2nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you... Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine. Wow.
Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service. Guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
Boy, an awful lot happened on that play after we saw the replay. Jacoby Williams, as he was breaking upfield, did a stiff arm on the defender, which made him stumble, meaning had Williams kept his feet right there on the stiff arm, he'd have been gone to a score. Instead, he stumbles, falls to the ground, and fumbled the ball, but was able to fall on it and keep it for the Red Raiders. First down, deep in Kansas State territory.
This has sort of turned out to be a game drives, not necessarily a scoring play, but a big play in a drive to get teams into scoring position. Terrence Carter's got a long catch. Jacoby a long run there. Just got to keep this up, keep that pressure on that Wildcat defense.
Injured player came off the field under his own power, so ready to go again here on 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line in Kansas State's end of the field.
1st and 10, Texas Tech from the 38.
And waiting for television to show the replay of what I just told you about Jacoby Williams and his trip. 1st and 10, and it's Dickey that's in there now. Gets the handoff, follows a block by Carter, spins, and gets about 1.5 yards, maybe 2. Cobbs with the tackle. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, not much on that first down play.
Yeah, as he tried to make a spin off of Cobbs, Cobbs did a nice job of kind of picking him up in the air that made him not be able to keep his feet.
Cam Dickey, 18 carries, 69 yards, now 70 yards in the ball game officially.
2nd down, he remains in the backfield. Douglas split wide to the right. Virgil, who has continued to stay in there despite having that injured leg. Play action. Morton looks for him down the left side, and it's incomplete. He jumped up to try to make the catch as the defender was on him at the 10-yard line on the sideline, but he was unable to hang on to it. And that was Amarian Fortenberry that was defending down that sideline.
Man, the thing you worry about there is Payne, the safety, was coming over it, that ball kind of hung up in the air for a moment, and you didn't want him to run underneath it. But now here you are again.
Big third down.
Yeah.
Red Raiders are 6 of 14 on third down conversions. This one, a big one.
You had 9 third down conversions successful against Oklahoma State.
Well, if you get about 7 yards here, you'll go for it on fourth. Motion is John Carlos Miller coming left, and a timeout called by the Red Raiders.
Texas Tech takes their first charge timeout of the half. Timeout on the field.
10:48 left to play.
And that's what makes you wonder right there, is they're going to talk sequencing where they like, okay, we're going to decide to go for it, so we may call something different here on third.
And I'll tell you something else too, Reggie Virgil is not even across the field to that huddle over there, still kind of looking hobbled as he heads that way.
They've called a timeout. We'll take one too. 10:48 to go. 29-20 Red Raiders. Back after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Interesting. Mobile technology, kryptonite, or power. First Basin's mobile banking allows you to transfer and check funds anywhere, anytime. Utilize Apple and Samsung Pay, a convenient First Basin app, and mobile check deposit. Stop by and let us show you the power of BAM, banking and mobile. You're going to like coming in first. First Basin Credit Union. Experience superpower.
Member NCAA and Equal Housing Lender.
It's time for something new. Level up your ride with game-changing offers at Frontier and Spirit. Unlock big factory rebates, score massive manufacturer markdowns, and ace deep dealer discounts on brand new Dodges, Chryslers, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Plus, enjoy free car washes for a year when you buy. Upgrade your college experience. Shift into gear with your new Ram from Frontier on Spur 327 or Spirit on Avenue Q.
Power up your world with IPS Commercial Electric. For commercial and industrial electric, the winning team of professionals at IPS Commercial Electric has the superior service, solutions, and knowledge to keep your world turning in the right direction. IPS is a proud sponsor of Texas Tech Athletics and the Lubbock community. Call IPS Commercial Electric today to schedule an appointment and let us assist you with all your electrical needs. Keep your world turning in the right direction. IPS Commercial Electric. Wreck 'em.
Kohl's has the school styles that'll spoil them at prices that'll spoil you. From jeans and tees to sneakers and more, which means you can do it all without overdoing your budget when you shop at Kohl's and Kohl's.com.
And Capital Farm Credit is a proud supporter of these Texas Tech football players. Together we're better, a partnership that really does pay.
Well, this is about a third down as they've had. Now still a 2-score game with 29-20 lead, but you're thinking, as Chris mentioned, they call the timeout, get them over there. You get about 5-6 yards on this first effort on third down, you'll go for it on fourth, you would think. Because you already have a 2-score lead and 3 points. I mean, it's 3 points. You'll be up.
You're still a 2-score.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are 2 for 3 today on fourth down plays. So we'll see what you do here.
Hopefully you don't need it. You got Douglas and Aiken right side along with Carter in the H, and you've got Virgil over here by himself. And he's against Fortenberry.
Got to think they're going to come after
now
Barron.
You got motion out, and that's Williams split wide to the left. Now you got man-to-man over here. And Morton looking that direction, going to throw it, and it's got to be an interference.
Where's the call?
Shoved in the back. Virgil went up for the catch on the slant, got shoved in the back by Fortenberry. No call.
Man, the umpire was right there looking at the play. How do you not throw a flag on that? I mean,
well, they're going to do that. Well, he was going for the ball kind of thing.
Trying to go right through the receiver's back.
So they will come out with the punting unit on fourth down. Even though it would be, a 57-yard field goal try, you'd be going into the breeze. So
and Barron was calling for a flag, too. I mean, geez.
Burgess going to punt the reverse spin, and it's going to hit at the 9, and the Red Raiders are going to be able to kill it inside the 15. It took a little bit of a Kansas State bounce. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Kansas State as they mark the football at the, well, they're walking away with it. They're going to mark it at the 14-yard line.
That football should be Texas Tech's ball, and they're bringing it over to the Kansas State sideline.
Yep, that's a little weird. Well, there's been a lot of weird here today.
Yep.
1st and 10 for Kansas State. They've got 292 yards so far in this one.
You basically ran 2 minutes off the clock in that possession.
Not enough. Johnson's going to come out with the empty backfield. He's got his favorite receiver, Brown, in the slot on the left side, and his other one, the tight end, in the slot on the right side. Johnson going with the quarterback draw, and he's got running room. Watch out. Got the speed. Big hit made at the 25, knocking him down. And that was Rodriguez with one of them and Roberts with the other. Both of them slow to get up. Roberts is up. Rodriguez is up. Roberts is not.
Yeah, Romello Hyde had dropped into a position to actually be kind of spying the quarterback that time, but he drifted just a little bit too much over to the near sideline, and Johnson went the other way. But I think that's friendly fire of Rodriguez and Ben Roberts at the end of that play.
Well, and he gets the first down. They move the chains, marking it at the 29 and a half.
I think he's okay, guys. Yeah, he kind of gave a wink. He's okay. But you were about to see A.J. McCarty come in and play star, and then John Curry and Jacob Rodriguez move on to the inside.
Yeah, you saw Bryce Ramirez out there too.
Yeah, and I think that's what you're gonna get right here. A.J. McCarty in the game.
Yep, and Curry in at linebacker. Your defensive line is the starting line with Romello Hyde, A.J. Holmes, Lee Hunter, and David Bailey. Empty backfield now joined by Jackson. He's gone the entire way at running back. Johnson going to throw it right side, and it is caught. A missed tackle by McCarty, but a made tackle by Polak on the receiver. Moise. His first catch. And that was a pickup of 6 yards.
McCarty kind of missed the tackle, and the guy's still dancing around, and he's grabbing him from out of bounds on that play, trying to get him down.
Inside 10 minutes to play now. 2nd down and 4. Johnson empty backfield again. And spinning around is Bailey coming after him. Throws right side for Brown, but Polak is right there. Outside of him, incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Kansas State 6 of 10 on 3rd down plays. Here comes Ben Roberts back on. McCarty's out.
Yep.
Curry back to that star position.
Now you've got Brown slot left side again with Tibbs on the outside.
You've got Rodriguez, and you're not really aligned very well by the Red Raiders. They're trying to get it set up. But
Johnson
here you go.
Going to try to run it himself. Coming outside, right side, gets to the sideline and gets very close to the first down marker. He got it at the 40.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, you see what's coming.
Jacob Rodriguez slow to come off of that other sideline after that missed tackle. Kind of slow back to the huddle.
Well, you knew what was coming that time, and you couldn't get to it. And both Polak and Rodriguez had shots at him, but couldn't get there in time. Empty backfield again. They're going to spread it out again. This is what we talked about. This is the one thing that's worked for him this game. Back to throw. Johnson going to roll to his right. He's got an open field. He's going to get to the sideline and out of bounds at about the 43.
Number 2, Avery Johnson.
Angle coming from Curry, or Wisniewski rather, that cut him off and kept him from cutting it upfield. So it's going to only be a pickup of a yard.
Yeah, he scrambles out of there and comes to the short side of the field, so he can't use all that speed to get to the edge.
2nd down and 9. Lee Hunter and Romello Hyde checking out, trying to get some fresh legs in there. You've got Tillman in and Rigsby. 2nd and 9. Johnson straight back. Pressure coming by Bailey. He's chasing him, going to the far side. Throw is made, caught by Jackson, but good tackle made. And pushing backwards, and that's Curry that got him and said, "Uh-uh, you're not going forward, you're going backward." And that'll be a 3rd down and 9. Great job by Bailey to keep the pressure coming after Johnson. As he rolled to his left, the only place he could go was a very short pass to Jackson.
Yeah, and really, for the most part, no gain on that play.
Right.
I mean, the ball game may rest on this play.
Well, the next two, they'll probably go for it on fourth. Empty backfield again. They know what they're going to do. They're going to try to get him to run it. As he steps back, now he throws it, and it's caught. And the tackle made short of the midfield stripe. And the tackle made by Polak, catch by Tibbs, and now it's a 4th down and 1.5 yards as they mark it just short of the midfield stripe. Got to get to the 49.
Going to bring in more tight ends. Red Raiders are going to get bigger.
Yeah, they got Hunter and Holmes coming back into the game.
This is just the kind of play you worry that if you don't get them at the line of scrimmage, there's a lot of room to run.
Yeah, the safeties are all up too. Johnson with 2 backs back there. Going to take it himself. Come right side. He gets chipped. Oh, great job by Polak. Polak trips him by the ankles, and he loses yards, but back behind the 45. Red Raiders get the football. Turnover on downs.
Man, and Avery Johnson was going to fake that play up inside and try to use his speed on the edge, but Polak wouldn't let him get around him. That is a big, big defensive play.
Boy, if Polak had missed him, Hunter was right there too. Red Raiders knew what was coming. They strung it out perfectly.
That's a 6-yard loss on a 4th down play.
7:16 left to play. Red Raiders up 29-20. That might be the defensive play of the game right there. Although there have been some pretty good ones with Rodriguez on the punch out and some others.
Now if you can run some time off the clock, they're not going to have an opportunity to win the game.
Well, Dickey's in the backfield. 2 tight ends in. Hand off Dickey. Caught in the backfield. They fumbled the football. And Kansas State has it. Oh, the one thing you couldn't do.
Covered by the defense. First down, Kansas State.
The one thing you could not do. And Ryan Davis gets the turnover. Wow.
I mean, again, you almost wonder if he ever got a hold of that ball on the handoff from Baron Morton.
Oh, he did.
But 56 is the guy that knocks it out, and Ryan Davis is the guy that falls on it. Wow.
Yeah, he got it. It was just a slap of the ball. He had it with one arm. And the one thing you could not do is turn it over. 7:09 to play. 29-20.
Well, it's your second turnover of the day. And Kansas State knew the run was coming, and they were coming hard at the Red Raiders.
1st and 10 from the 48. Johnson back out there with Jackson alongside. 2 receivers right, 2 tight ends in. And Johnson, play action, going to roll to his left, getting chased by Hunter, now getting chased also by Nadore to the far sideline, and he throws it away. Red Raider pressure there again. It'll be 2nd and 10.
It's fascinating watching your defensive line rush this particular quarterback because it's almost a slower rush. Typically you just go, you are purposely being very slow and trying to keep your feet under you because he's so quick and shifty.
Cam Dickey, by the way, has fumbled 4 times this season, and the Red Raiders have lost 3 of them.
Rigsby and Hunter, Tillman and Bailey, defensive line. 2nd down and 10. Johnson throws right side, caught by Jackson, but he's stumbling as he makes the catch, falling backwards. It's only going to be a gain of about 2. They'll mark it just the other side of the 50.
3rd down and 8 from midfield.
Another big 3rd down play. Nice spin move inside, may have been by Rigsby. He was headed right towards Johnson, who got rid of the ball.
Clock is rolling at 6:38 and counting. Tech by 9. 3rd down and 8. Bailey's going to move over to this left side now and try that right tackle. Johnson, long count. Here comes Bailey, steps up and gets around him, and now here comes Rigsby, and they're chasing him back there again. He throws the ball, incomplete. Polak with a great defensive play.
This is incomplete. Intended for number 12,
He was trailing the receiver Tibbs the whole way as he cuts to the middle of the field. Ball was really well thrown, but Polak got up there and got his hand in there to make sure it wasn't complete.
And you're lucky you didn't get a flag for a hit in the head right there on Avery Johnson as he let that ball go. And then you got David Bailey standing over him, the offensive line talking, and that referee standing there looking at it. But, boy, you dodged a bit of a bullet there.
All right, another 4th down, 4th and 8 with the clock at 6:13.
Man, they'll just run those guys off the line of scrimmage, and they'll settle down at about the 40-yard line.
Boy, Bailey almost had him again. He's coming from the left side. They've got a tight end over there to help. And Bailey, 2 guys on him. Throw goes left side. It's caught by the other tight end. No, he dropped it because of the hit by Curry. Oakley had it in his hands. Curry pops him, and the ball comes loose. Turnover on downs again. Now hang on to it.
Yes.
Hang on to it, and you win this game with 6:07 left to play and a 9-point lead.
I mean, that tight end comes off the line of scrimmage and just puts a big shoulder into Curry, knocking him off balance. But by the time the ball gets there, the Red Raider linebacker is recovered. He does not hang on to that ball as it rolls off of him and out of bounds.
Red Raiders football at the 49-yard line. And Jacoby Williams will be the back coming in now. You've got Douglas, Virgil. Boy, surprised to see Virgil still in there. He has really fought through this one after having the what looked like a hip injury early on. Now motion left to right is Carter. Morton hands it off to Williams, just center of the line, gets wrapped up by Payne at midfield. It will be 2nd down and almost 10. But the clock will roll, 5:55 and counting. They will take their time with a 9-point lead.
Well, don't get out of rhythm.
Well, if you can get a few more plays here and wind that clock down, even if you have to punt, you should be able to get them pinned deep. 2nd down, almost 10. Motion from the right side to left is Douglas. Morton hands it off to Williams, going right, trying to get the corner. He's at midfield, stiff arms, and thrown out of bounds as he gets to the 46. Boy, Jacob Ponton was all the way over there trying to block for Williams, but
Kansas State takes their first charge timeout of the half.
They finally got to him at the 46. It's going to be a 3rd down, and I'd say about 6.
Yeah, Ponton was engaged with the Wildcat defender just trying to ride him on outside, but the problem was Williams couldn't get around him.
First time out for Kansas State. And for the Red Raiders now, they have a 3rd down. They're in the field position that if this was a game that they were needing to get another score, they'd probably go for 4. But in this instance, you're going to try to pin one if you can't get the first down on 3rd, you would think.
Yeah. And the last 2 possessions for Kansas State have ended on a 4th down play with Avery Johnson being tackled by Polak for a 6-yard loss, and then that incomplete pass a moment ago. But in between, you fumbled the ball away. Gave him a chance.
With 7 yards to go,
Baron Morton's got 230 yards passing. He's moved into 5th place all time at Texas Tech, but this is a big one on 3rd down.
Yeah, it is. 3rd down and almost 7. Motion from right side is Carter. Stops middle of the line, handoff. And breaking a tackle is Dickey coming left. Stiff arm. He's going to get to the sideline and out of bounds, which is something you didn't really want to do either.
No, that stops the clock.
With 5:06 to play. Well, nope, they started to run it, and because he didn't go forward, and they called the timeout.
Kansas State takes their 2nd charge time of the half. Clock operator, please reset the game clock to 5 minutes and 6 seconds.
Boy, Dickey swinging that arm while he's running. That's a little loose after fumbling before. It'll be 4th down. Punting unit's going to come in when they come back out onto the field with 5:06 left to play.
I mean, I know you want to keep that clock moving, but you've got Baron Morton back there, and you run the ball 3 straight times on that possession and basically go nowhere. I mean, you've run 1 minute and 1 second off the clock on this possession. and you've run the ball 3 times because you've run out of bounds twice.
Yeah, you got to keep that clock running.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 2 things you had to do on these last couple series. Run the clock and don't turn it over.
And you've not done either one.
Right. So now Burgess is in to punt. And Sterling Lockett awaiting. Got to make sure he doesn't get one going. Very high reverse spin, fair catch signed by Lockett, and he makes the catch at the 13-yard line. So 5 minutes left to play, 34-yard punt, 29-20, Red Raiders over Kansas State. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield. Red Raider defense been doing a masterful job for the most part today. Coming back out now. Well, you know they got to be gassed. And here it is.
Kansas State's only run 55 plays, but a lot of those you're trying to chase down a quarterback.
First down, empty backfield. Johnson going to get caught from behind. He fumbled the football. Red Raiders scoop it and score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. John Curry. That will do it. Oh, man. The pressure by the Red Raider defense on Avery Johnson has been the difference.
Man, he tried to roll to his left.
Romello Height stripped it. And John Curry scoops it. Red Raiders with the touchdown on defense.
Man, and you saw who the 3 guys that were around the ball there, Ben Roberts, Jacob Rodriguez, and John Curry. When that ball comes rolling out, they're all there ready to make a play, and you get the football and you take it in. Defense has scored again for the 2nd week in a row.
Extra point try by Stone Harrington is good, and we can now say it. The Red Raiders are finally going to end the streak against Kansas State. They had won 8 straight in this series, 12 of the last 13, and the Red Raiders get the victory, or are going to get the victory here on the road as well, which is something that is even sweeter.
Yeah, and Curry picks that ball up at the 10-yard line, but it was the pass rush by Romello Height. Gets around the right tackle lane gang, and that chases Avery Johnson out of the pocket. He wraps him up, gets that arm, the ball comes rolling out of there, and the Red Raiders score the touchdown. And keep in mind, Shield Wood's going to go to 31-1 in ball games where he's the defensive coordinator and the offense scores more than 30.
Nice.
And the defense can add to that total as well.
Yes, they can. Well, actually, the offense didn't score more than 30.
Yeah, but they've got more than 30 on the scoreboard. That's all we care about.
Harrington with a high short kick that is taken by one of the up men.
But as Shield Wood would tell you, and he told me when I asked him about that particular stats are for losers.
Yeah, I know. not big on stats.
Yeah, that's it.
Does that mean we can't do the stat report anymore?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. You can read all the stats you want after this one.
Okay.
And this is a sight that I haven't seen in a long time. These Kansas State fans are filing out.
With the game still underway.
Yeah, Willie the Wildcat up there going, hey, please don't leave.
Yeah. Well, it took a while, but the Red Raiders defense just kept on pounding. And it's 1st and 10 for Avery Johnson and the Wildcats from their own 25. Johnson straight back, going to throw it, and it's almost picked off. Tried to get it to his tight end, who was covered by Curry, but in between the two was Ben Roberts. And it almost went into his hands. It'll be 2nd down and 10 with 4:48 to go.
Wisniewski 6 tackles, John Curry 6 tackles, Rodriguez 5, Polak 5.
Boy, and Height and Bailey are still in there. Coming from the edge. Johnson throwing right side behind the tight end, who gets plastered as he drops the ball. It was Wisniewski that time. The ball thrown behind him, and just as it got there, Wisniewski cleaned it up.
3rd and 10.
It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Oh, man, does he run right through the tight end.
Man, is it fun calling games where the defense is really good?
Yes, it is.
We've had how many years now? Well, 25 leading up to this one, where it was almost all offense, which is fun.
Yep.
But when you can add a defense in there that does what this one's been doing, it is a blast. So Johnson back to throw, going to step up, got spun around by Bailey, and he keeps running to his right, throws, and it's knocked away. Wow. Rodriguez was in the passing lane, and he slapped it away before it could get even close to the receiver.
Now Kansas State down to 4th down.
4th down and 10.
4th and 10. Lee Hunter coming back into the game. And Amir Washington checking in. They're going to let David Bailey get a breather. They're going to keep Romello Hyde in on the other side, though, with Tillman in.
Tillman has
Bailey.
a sack this season.
And Hyde is stepping back in that linebacker spot again. Going to rush from there. Johnson rolling right, throws. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ben Roberts. Comes to the near sideline and out of bounds. Red Raiders have the football. Would have had it either way, but now they've got it on the interception.
Man, the defense has not rested.
No, they have not. What a show this defense is putting on here today. They've already scooped 3 fumbles.
I mean,
they've got another interception, the second one on Johnson. That's 5 turnovers for the Red Raiders.
Ben
defense.
Roberts robbed Jacob Rodriguez of an interception, who's right behind him in the play. He's reaching out to catch the ball, and Ben Roberts runs in front of him.
Well, Roberts is probably going to tell Rodriguez, hey, you can't have everything. Man, you've got all the forced fumbles. You've got the scoop and score, or rip and score from last week. Jacoby Williams in the backfield gets the handoff. Starts right. Now he cuts further right. Tries to get to the outside. Pushing John Carlos Miller, who's blocking for him. And is finally knocked down at the 22. I don't know. If I'm a Red Raider offensive coach right now, I say, hey, let's send Adam Hill in. And let Cameron Dickey and Jacoby Williams get off the field.
Well, you didn't run out of bounds, and that clock is still running. That's the thing there. You're going to take a lot of time.
3:50 and counting left in this one. Red Raiders up 36-20.
I believe that was Ben Roberts' second career interception.
Motion coming right to left is Carter. Handoff Dickey. Follows the block. Gets through the hole and is tackled at the ankles. Another tackle for Romaine, who has played a really solid game for Kansas State.
Oh, he's been outstanding.
It'll be a 3rd down and 5. Red Raiders are going to go to 8-1 for the season. 5-1 in Big 12 play. They're going to stay right at the top there, just behind BYU, who comes to town next week. Two receivers right, one left, tight end left. Motion coming left is Aiken. Guess where the ball's going? Play action. Morton going to throw to the right side. It is caught. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Caleb Douglas just streaking down the sideline. He gets in front of Rich, and the ball is perfectly thrown by Baron Morton for the touchdown.
Man. That is outstanding. I mean, the ball goes right over the helmet of Rich, who never gets turned around, and Caleb Douglas plays it perfectly, not reaching for the ball until the last moment, and Barron laid that. Could not have thrown it any better.
Extra point try upcoming. Going to tell you one thing I saw on that play that I didn't like, though.
The extra point is good.
And that is Baron Morton was kind of hobbling a little bit on that right leg. Now I don't know if he was just messing around or.
Oh, he's been limping most of the second half. He's had some sort of wrap on that leg when he's not been over there. I don't know if it's a heating pad or something, but I mean it's just. I think this is just going to be something we have to deal with the rest of the year if you're Baron Morton.
Well, understand, but don't need him in there now.
Fair point. Maybe that's the last we've seen him for the day.
I would hope so. Scoring drive summary brought to you by Gene Messer Auto Group, part of Group 1 Automotive, your hometown dealer. For the Red Raiders, 3 plays, 24 yards, minute 34 off the clock, and Baron Morton with the 19-yard touchdown pass to Caleb Douglas, his second touchdown throw of the game. 21 of 32, 249 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick for Baron Morton.
14 possessions today by the Red Raider offense and 7 scores.
Kick into the end zone by Harrington, and the score is 43-20, Red Raiders over Kansas State.
Now, if you're Kansas State, do you send Avery Johnson back out there?
Who cares? Let them worry about it. Oh, man. The answer to your question is no.
Yeah, no.
Jacob Knuth is coming out. Knuth is a guy that is a junior from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, transfer from Minnesota. 3 for 4 passing so far. 3 touchdowns, no picks. And he's going to hand it off. Smart guy. With all of the pressure that's been coming at quarterbacks. Also a different running back. That's Devon Rice, the redshirt freshman out of Las Vegas, that gets the carry. Pickup of about 2 with 2:39 and counting left to play.
Wildcats have thrown in the towel.
Well, come on. It's 43-20 with 2.5 minutes to go.
Hey, strange things happen.
That would be really strange. It would have to be a lot of strange things.
Hey, Red Raiders were down by 31 in the third quarter one time.
Yeah, handoff, tackle behind the line of scrimmage. That was Rice again with the carry, and the tackle being made by Bryce Ramirez and Amir Washington. It'll be 3rd down and 10. And that will take us to the Dos Equis.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
No, man, it's the Dos Equis 2-minute timeout. Go for Dos. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Again, 43-20, Red Raiders. We'll be back after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Football season is here, and Texas Farm Bureau Insurance wants to make you the VIP of TTU. Feel the ground shake as 60,000 fans welcome the Red Raiders onto the field. Get lost in the pillowy smoke as the Masked Rider and Centennial Champion bolt into action. You'll receive a pregame on-field experience with a tour of the new Womble Center along with game tickets for you and 3 of your friends. Register for a chance to win at RedRaidersContest.com and be a VIP thanks to Texas Farm Bureau Insurance.
Red Raiders, are you ready for some serious convenience? Look no further than Tootin' Totem. Grab your favorite fountain drinks and travel snacks or fresh foods like Red's Pizza and Mitch's Barbecue. Want it delivered? Enjoy the ease of pickup or delivery without any delay. Why wait when you can have it all now? Place your order today at TootinTotem.com. Whether it's a quick snack or a refreshing drink, we've got you covered with our drive-thru window. Tootin' Totem, the official convenience store partner of Texas Tech Athletics. Visit us today and experience the ultimate convenience with Tootin' Totem.
Final 2 minutes in this one. The Red Raiders going to wrap up their 8th win of the season. And they're going to be interested now when they get out of here and kind of load up on the plane. They'll be looking on their phones to see what else is going on in the conference and see where they land there, but also looking to see what's happening around the rest of the country. Because that now matters. If you can continue to win, Red Raiders want to make sure that they position themselves. I mean, there's still a lot to go, and that's kind of premature, but they still, we're all human, right? We want to check and see where we think it would end up.
We don't generally have signs in our home that say one game, 1-0 this week.
Yeah.
We can look ahead.
Yeah.
But you've set up the showdown next Saturday back at home that you were wanting to get to after the Arizona State loss. Now, a couple of more games after that, but you're taking care of the business that you absolutely need to take care of. And by the way, you can enjoy $1 snacky hour at Sonic. Enjoy mozzarella sticks, corn dogs, and soft pretzel twist for $1 each. Live free, eat Sonic.
Wondered when you were going to get to that snacky hour.
Man, oh man.
It's about over.
It ought to be. If you get to 40 plus, you might want snacky hour to be half price.
3rd down and 10. Pistol formation. And handoff again to Rice. And he gets wrapped up by Bryce Ramirez, who pulls him backwards after he gained about 3. It'll be 4th down and 7, and their punting unit comes out. Trying to look over to the sideline just to kind of get a glance, Chris Level, a glance at Baron Morton.
Well, he's wearing a smile. I'll just tell you that right now. We'll worry about the other stuff later. But I've got there's lots of happy folks around here, lots of hugs and hand pounds going on down here. But it is a fun sight.
High. Oh, this is a great kick. Going to take Aiken back to the 22. Fair catch made there. 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders with 1:17 left, and they'll be able to go to the victory formation and end this one after a 50-yard punt there. Morton does have that wrap around his right shin.
By the way, Morton's now career 7,959 passing yards. That's 5th all-time at Texas Tech behind Graham Harrell, Cliff Kingsbury, a guy named Patrick Mahomes, and Seth Dagey.
With 3 regular season games to go and hopefully more after that.
Yep. Chance to move up.
1st down and 10 from the 22. And the victory formation for Griffiths, who is now in the game. Mitch Griffiths at quarterback for the Red Raiders. And that will bring the clock inside the minute mark. And it will continue to roll. They'll have to snap it probably one more time. They're going to let this just roll on down. The play clock not even to 15 yet. And, hey, you got to give credit to the Kansas State band. They're all still here.
Their Uber is delayed.
Snap back to Griffiths, steps up, goes to a knee. And the game clock is inside the play clock. That is it. The Red Raiders running out. Coaches are running out to greet one another. Red Raiders and Wildcats coming to the middle of the field together. And the Red Raiders have win number 8 for the season. And set up the big showdown next week against undefeated BYU in Lubbock. Victory bells can ring out as the Red Raiders get the 43-20 victory over Kansas State. We'll have Red Raider wrap up with highlight stats, post-game comments from Coach McGuire, and much more right after this break. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
It's exciting to see a Red Raiders touchdown on game day. Just like a successful crop year is exciting to you on your farming operation. Let Wiley Implement and Spray Center, your Case IH dealer, be a partner in your success with our full line of Case IH tractors, sprayers, and equipment. Wiley has 13 locations across Texas and Oklahoma. Go to WileySprayers.com for the location nearest you.
I'm Scott Wiley. We'll try hard to earn your business, but even harder to keep it. That's it. That's all.
Football season is here, and Texas Farm Bureau Insurance wants to make you the VIP of TTU. Feel the ground shake as 60,000 fans welcome the Red Raiders onto the field. Get lost in the pillowy smoke as the Masked Rider and Centennial Champion bolt into action. You'll receive a pregame on-field experience with a tour of the new Womble Center along with game tickets for you and 3 of your friends. Register for a chance to win at RedRaidersContest.com and be a VIP thanks to Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. Hey, college football fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you... Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Wow. Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service, guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
Whether on the field or on the grill, nobody does game day better than a Red Raider. The best tailgates start with the best beef, and the best beef is Rancher's Reserve. It's USDA Choice All Angus beef, so it's more tender, juicy, and flavorful. And that means it's sure to be the talk of your tailgate. Nothing says Raider power like a tailgate done right. So fire up your grill, tailgaters. We'll see you on game day. Rancher's Reserve, available exclusively at United Supermarkets, Market Street, and Amigos, where we do beef the best.
There's coverage, and then there's more coverage. And that's Bovolus Vista Once SQ, the most comprehensive respiratory vaccine covering more causes of BRD. It covers IBR, BVD types 1, 1B and 2, BRSV, PI3, Pastorella multocida, and Mannheimia hemolytica. And as for BVD type 1B and Pastorella, no other vaccine covers both. So don't wonder if you could have done more. Do it with Bovolus Vista Once SQ.
At Brahms, we have it all. Fresh and delicious cheeseburgers made with 100% pure beef patties, along with our signature crinkled cut fries. Plus, real hand-dipped ice cream, thick milkshakes, old-fashioned banana splits, and sundaes, all made with our farm-fresh milk. Whether Brahms is your stop for a burger and ice cream, or your weekly trip for groceries from the fresh market, your neighborhood Brahms has you covered.
This land, there's no more perfect place on earth. It provides more than the crop you grow or the herd you tend. It gives you purpose. And to help young, beginning, and small farmers fulfill their purpose, Capital Farm Credit is here for you. Our decades of experience providing advice, products, and opportunities can help you build a life on the land you love most. To learn more, visit CapitalFarmCredit.com. Capital Farm Credit. Together, we're better.
Red Raider football has been brought to you by Capital Farm Credit. Together we're better. Dos Equis, official import beer of the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Go for Dos. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. And by Tootin' Totem, the stop that keeps you going. Official convenience store partner of Texas Tech Athletics. This is Red Raider Wrap Up.
Welcome back to Bill Snyder Family Stadium, where the Red Raiders win it 43-20 over Kansas State. That Red Raider victory is brought to you by 7B Real Estate Development and Construction. On time, on budget, excellent communication and execution, raising the standard and building lasting relationships. Call 7B today to help your business dreams take shape. 806-368-7843, proud partner of Texas Tech Athletics. John.